What's up, everyone? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships. This is your boy M3. And of course, I have my network manager, Mr. Best in the world, 84. What up, Mr. Best? How you doing? Okay. Look like he went away for a minute, but he will be back shortly. Now, while I wait, let me go ahead and play this intermission. Shout outs to Be Easy. So if you're new to Knowledge and Relationships, go ahead and click subscribe, like, share this video. This intermission will kind of show you. Salute to Auntie JP. Peace, love, and light. K and R, fellas in the chat. How's your spirit? Do I need to get ready to start snatching wigs and wave caps? No need for tonight, JP. You know, tonight's title, like, you probably already saw it anyways through the thumbnails, but it's about respect, man. And so I'm waiting for Mr. Best in the World to come back so we could, get more in depth and talk about this. But as always, I feel like respect definitely needs to be addressed, especially when it comes to these platforms, when it comes to your work environment, when it comes to family or anything. Okay. Like, respect means disrespect will not be tolerated. Now, let me go ahead and play some music real quick. So I could always set the mood. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Wait for more people to come in. Princess K, salute to you. Matter of fact, salute to you and JP. Y'all both get a salute. Okay? Trying to wait for more people to come in because I want to have a conversation. And I want to have a conversation about respect because I feel like this definitely needs to be addressed. Now, if you are a Clubhouse member and you've been to our Clubhouse before, um, you probably already heard us like talk about a few things about respect. But tonight we're about to talk about this on this platform. Okay, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Now I'm trying to give Facebook a second chance because I'm not really fond of Facebook, but way back then I did create like a Knowledge Relationships Facebook account. But anyways, that's a long story itself. Everybody, please get the likes up. We're gonna be talking about this in just a minute. Let's see. Trying to get everything ready. Okay. So, anyways, okay, okay. The numbers is growing up. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, respect. RESPECT. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's go ahead with it. All right, man. So I've always said this. Whenever when content creators they produce content and they have an opinion, a lot of times, you know, content creators do things for entertainment. Uh, Shout outs to Sophia Justice Splash, Knowledge Relationship JP, Princess K, salute beautiful family, salute to you as well. Thank you for tuning in. And please don't forget to get the likes up. Thank you, family. I always appreciate you guys tuning in. I call you guys the good old faithfuls. So, anyways, so when content creators, when they do their own shows, there's always going to be opinions that's going to rub people the wrong way. Okay? This channel, we tend to offend people, and that's just what it is. People get into their feelings. But the one thing that we do try to exercise is making sure there's respect and there's protection when it comes to these live streams. Because what I do notice is that, I can't, other people in other live streams, you see a lot of people, they're arguing, cussing each other out, going at it back and forth. And of course, it builds viewership for the ones who's watching because, unfortunately, people love internet drama. But what's the cause of it when you're losing respect for this person? When you're disrespecting, okay? And sometimes when you're trying to run a live stream, the last thing you want is to someone to throw a curveball at it. You know what I mean? So when people are throwing curveballs, okay, that really disrupts the stream. You know what I mean? And hold on. Hey M3, I'm good and I'm faithful. You can keep that old. Shit. I feel JP. Hey, look, no disrespect, right? It's all love and respect. But what can we do as a community to keep respect within this YouTube space? I mean, if you think about it, we're all connected somehow. You know what I mean? We're connected by one person to the next. And when other people are streaming, you see the usual folks that you see in the chat or in the panels. So what can we do to make sure that we have a community where it's expanded upon respect and no one's walking away with their feelings hurt or walking away feel dang, man, I just got shit on. I just got disrespected. I voice an opinion and my opinions was never heard. Or I try to voice something, people disagree, and now they want to curse me out. And the funny thing is that maybe people fail to remember that we're all grown adults. So mostly the ones who's watching the channel, nobody's teenagers, 3-year-olds or whatever. So my question is, right? And chat, you could answer this for me. What is the reason why these dudes or women or whatever? Honestly, let's talk about the dudes first, because one thing that I do notice is that when it comes to the guys, it's they're a little bit more hostile. I know women they go back and forth because they don't like each other and they throw little passive shots, but they don't go on and on and on, just throwing dirt in the mud. You know what I mean? So what is it why is these guys on the internet, when they don't respect your opinion, they want to call you a bitch, or they want to say N-word this, N-word that, or they just want to I can't really say fight because you're not fighting nobody. you know, and whenever like we try to do things behind the scenes, no one wants to like swap it out. So I just call it like pretty much just internet shit talking, basically. But what is the cost of that, chat? Feel free to type it in. And remember, if anybody, if you just came up in here, feel free to get the likes up, share this video, and subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. Okay. So Justice Spice says people are simply messing. Well, I think she's trying to say messy and immature. Okay. I could dig that. I definitely agree with it. You know what? Hold on. Sophia and JP and Princess K. You guys are more than welcome to join the live stream if you wish to. Feel free. So I just posted the link. Feel free to join the stream. We can just have like a conversation. You know, I know people are usually camera shy, so for you guys, I'm not expecting you guys to cam up. If I poke you, I want a reaction. Yeah, pretty much. But I know I asked this. I was like, well, do these people still have that same type of energy, be off the computer screen? I'll go ahead and bring Sophia in here. How you doing, Miss Sophia?
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for
How's your
having
day?
me. My
Oh,
opinion
no
about
problem.
my opinion about everything is that what I'm saying is I know on certain at certain times we're like, don't poke the bear, don't poke the bear. This is what's going to happen if you poke the bear. Instead of a
Mm-hmm.
person poking the bear and waiting on a
Mm-hmm.
reaction, they're poking the
Mm-hmm.
bear and demanding a reaction. They want to see some damn foolery. And back in the day, say we didn't see this stuff public until it was shows like Jerry Springer. So now people still trying to keep that type of messy negative vibe. And it's just, saying, so, when I see all of the damn foolery, I be wanting to say, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. I mean, it
Yeah.
shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that way. It's, what I'm saying, peace and respect.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying, if a person want to talk about tulips, if they want to talk about cooking, if they want to talk about their kid, or if they want to talk about knowledge and relationship, if that's not your thing, then go where they talking about. What I'm saying, wrestling matches or this and that. But the thing
Mm.
of it is, do you have to poke the bear just because you don't understand the bear?
That's what I always been trying to figure out, related to Sophia, because like, why is that so necessary that you have to like just keep on poking and poking because you don't like someone's opinion? And sometimes it's funny because some of these dudes be real crazy. I know like there's people that they just come in there and they just want to have some fun, in the live streams. So they tend to kind of say things that maybe people don't agree to, but at the same time, if you don't agree to something, that doesn't mean it's like you have to like throw like an insult, wherever it's in the chat or in the panel. You don't have to do all that stuff. So, well, since we got like a good amount of people, all right. So this is one of those things that I want to make clear, and as we're continuing to grow, as a K&R family, we want to make sure that everyone in this space is protected. Okay, like look, we're gonna have our jokes and all that, you know, but we can never really tolerate when people are being disrespected because it may not affect me personally, but it affects other people when there's people in the chat or people in the panel that's just like, just not respecting that person. And so as a team, we got to make sure that we continue to like, establish like these rules, establish like things, you know, address things that when we see disrespect, we gotta time out or block or just giving a boot for a minute. And it's nothing personal, but you gotta respect the platforms. Like if I was to go to anyone else's platform, you gotta abide by their rules. You can't just come up there hostile and thinking that you're gonna get your point across. Shout out to Sugar Bomb. She says most people take different opinion as disrespect. Oh no, as disrespectful. Yeah, I could kind of agree to that. It also depends like on a person's opinion too, because here's the thing: you could have an opinion, which is great, but when you're throwing out slick shit, or when you're kind of like passively like insulting that person, or you're talking about this person passively and you're trying to speak in code, we could pick that up. So that's where it's like, okay, you're voicing your opinion, but then you're using that as a way to weaponize against that person. And that part, that's not cool. So when we see like messy stuff like that, we got to shut it down.
I definitely agree. And I have told you before, you have put a lot of hard work on this channel. A lot of people put a lot of hard work into it. And I have even told you, if it comes to pulling me off and saying and saying letting me saying fall down, don't you take the loss for the simple fact misery loves company. And saying people know how to. We're mature enough to know how to be slick, but saying being slick is not being saying hateful. I was on a debate
Mm-hmm.
team once upon a time, so we know how to debate, and saying turn around and you congratulate the person and you go, but you don't have a vendetta. What a lot of this messiness is doing is creating a vendetta. Misery love company. And I tell anybody on any show that I'm on, if I ever offend you, you are obligated as a content creator to pull me down. Don't let nobody tear up what you got. That's yours. What I'm gonna do? Just turn around and take my, shoes off and laugh and go to bed, and then turn around and look once, once your platform is discombobulated. Now I'm gonna turn around and look because I know that I done did my ugly deed. You got to stand up for yourself, and it ain't nothing wrong for it. No, it's okay to give your opinion, but this is on another level.
Mm. And I definitely appreciate that, Lady Sophia, about that. Um, yeah, like us as a team, like I'm gonna put it like this. You know, there's a reason why we as a team, put our work into it. There's a reason why credit doesn't just go to me, but it goes to the team. Because the team is one thing that's special about us. Okay? Especially like the main four. Me, First Lady Tammy, DJ Eddie, Mr. Best, and even Dom too. So well, actually five. We all know each other, you know. Now, I mean, I don't really know Dom all that well like that, but we know each other where we've been around, each other like in the same place, you know. So, and we had our interactions. So that's why like we could always have like our connection as a group, and whenever we have disagreements, we could fall back sometime and pick up the pace. Because as a team, like, you got to have that love and that respect for each other and that desire to really build this platform up. And I believe it will get there, through team effort. If I was to do this by myself, I don't think I would have got to where we're at right now. And salutes and salutations to OG Patrice.
Hey, beautiful sister.
Anybody else that would like to come up, I'm posting the StreamYard link again, so feel free to come up and chat with us. So we're talking about respect OG Patrice if you just got here, and why disrespect should never be tolerated. I'm I'm gonna put it like this, if because there's so many different forms of disrespect, whether it's um, aggressively or passive aggressively. You never want to feel, you never want to allow somebody to disrespect you. And even if it was like not intentional, you gotta still like voice that. Let me go ahead and bring in OG Patrice in the building. OG Patrice,
Welcome,
salute to you.
beautiful.
Hey,
Salutes to you. Salutations with reparations.
hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing
We
pretty good,
better,
OG
better
Patrice.
than blessed.
That's
Mm-hmm.
good. It's so good. It's so good to see and hear. Well, I don't see you, but it's so good to hear your voice, Sophia. Know you're doing okay,
Um,
and you too, Mr. M3.
Thank you, OG Patrice. I appreciate it.
you know
Yeah.
what? M3. My
Mm-hmm.
grandparents were born 1899 and 1902, and
Mm.
yeah. So it's some. I'm an old head in the house, but I remember my dad been gone almost 9 years, and I remember him saying, "Sophia, I'm so glad you will never have to see the things that I have seen." And I didn't, I heard it, but it didn't make an impact. It does now, because the stuff that even you, M3, what you see and what the chat seeing and everything, y'all shouldn't have to. It's some things that I have seen that y'all shouldn't see. And we've got to stop the history shouldn't repeat itself. And people are so quick to say, well, what can you do about it? Or what, so do you want to do and this and that? I can tell you and talk to you until the cows come home, until I'm blue in the face. We got to do it together. We got to
Mm-hmm.
do it together. And I don't mind telling you if you're going to listen. But if you want to turn around and like, oh, I ain't into that stuff and this and this and that and that, we got to at least have enough respect for each other to listen to each other. And that's why I have always told y'all, when you open your mouth, I learn. I was in a sheltered, secluded, so I had that type of mind frame. I'm learning now. I'm seeing things now. But if a person refused to listen, and Patrice was saying that about the baby was saying, "Listen, Linda, listen," or whatever. That used to make me laugh every time she said that. You have to listen, otherwise you won't learn, and you're going to be stuck in that place. And we can't fix ourselves.
Right. One second, Sophia, Miss Sophia. I gotta give a warm welcome to Be Easy, that dude. You know what? I'm gonna give him something special, man. Because the last night or the night before. See, I got that old memory. But the last live stream was definitely on point and was on fire, man. Him, uh, Mr. Best, they definitely rocked it. He even had like a special guest, one of his homeboys, and even Big Riggs came into the scene. Even though he's going through some things right now, but Big Riggs, if you're still watching this, look, man, I'm gonna tell you this again, man. We love you, man. So for Easily Riggs, I'm gonna play that for you guys. Right. Salute to Daryl Long. He says salutes to the panel in chat. Thank you, thank you. He easy says it's fire. Thank you, thank you. Um, man, like I said, the video that you guys had, man, like people are still watching, they're still commenting. Check out Easily Riggs here on Knowledge of Relationships on YouTube. Leave some feedback as well, because the feedback is actually bringing in a lot of attention right now. So we're at, we're getting up there. Yes, and definitely much love to you as well. Thank you, thank you. Salutes to Mr. Best in the World. Welcome back.
Mm. What's going on, family? What's up? What's up?
Hey, 80
What's up,
boy.
man?
Hey, Lady Sophia. Hey, OG Patrice. Mr.
Hey,
M3, what's
Mr.
going on?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's going on, y'all?
Not much. You having a good day?
Yeah, I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing.
Sound like you eating on something.
Yeah, I mean my cereal too. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta share that. Like, what's up?
Y'all get a bowl. You know what
I
I mean?
like cereal too.
Definitely come on through.
Yeah, I'm actually
So,
getting back into my cereal game. But I'm sorry,
so
go ahead, Miss OG Patrice.
no, I was gonna say. So I'm taking it that this topic is about respect and disrespect.
Yep, basically respect to us very much means that disrespect will no longer be tolerated.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, people sometimes they get comfortable and they become real disrespectful. And when is a good time to put these people in check? You don't have to lose your personal self, your spiritual well-being, but at the same time, you can still be cool and collective. But you gotta let that person know that, look, man, you're kind of interrupting my flow right now, and I'm not appreciating it. And for content creators, we also have to set rules and boundaries because we want to make sure that everyone in the chat and you ladies too here on the panel, that you guys are being respected and protected. So, and if we're not doing our part, then to me that's like a sign of disrespect. Because here in our relationships, we want to make sure that we have like a cool live stream. But you're gonna
Right.
have some people that's gonna come and they're gonna like throw some stones. Okay? So what do you do when that stone gets thrown at you? You know what I mean? How will you react and how will you conduct yourself? We know what we do, but
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, here's the thing, because I think the respect is almost a lost art in these YouTube streets that I'm seeing, that it's so easy for people to allow disrespect on their platforms, because I think they looking at it as for the kicks and giggles, the views, so people will allow that to happen. And it's unfortunate that that is being allowed based off of you wanting to get subscribers, clicks, views, and super chats and so forth, that you are allowing someone to disrespect a guest that's on the panel or in the chat just like you are. So at what point are we gonna, and I may sound like a little bit like Monique with this, so at what point are we gonna decide we're gonna have a little bit more integrity about ourselves and not allow that to happen? And for people that don't allow and don't accept disrespect and they speak up on it, they try to make that person the problematic person. And you know how I feel about the disrespect. I'm not down with the disrespect, and I won't. If I had a platform as a content creator, I know I won't allow a man or a woman to disrespect each other on the platform if I saw it was happening there. And I think that we think that if we allow that type of rhetoric to happen, it's degrading us on so many levels as a people and as a culture, that to even say that we allow the disrespect to happen. But it is absolutely being allowed, and people are not saying anything. They're not speaking up on the disrespect for the most part, and it's happening more and more on these platforms. But like you're saying, you got certain people like you guys, Bro Clarence, is saying, under no circumstances we're gonna allow the disrespect anymore, because I had no problem with, disassociating myself with you, blocking you from ever coming on this platform again if you are allowed to do that. Because see, we seem to think that it's a big thing that it should be acceptable that men should disrespect women and women should disrespect men, or men disrespecting men and women disrespecting women. We seem to think that that is the way that should be a norm, when that is so not the way. Because let's be real, you're not going to go to your job and you're not going to disrespect your boss, because if you do, your ass going to be fired. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's okay for us to disrespect each other, because just because we don't know each other in real life, and And as they say, nobody is going to get on a plane and fly thousands of miles. So it's so easy for people to get on these platforms and do that and disrespect each other. But you can put a stop to it depending on the type of content creator you want to be, and the type of content and frolic you decide to have on your platforms when you're discussing something. We can disagree all day, and we can have debates, and we can argue points and all of that. But it's when the disrespect for me happens. See, it's a lot of gaslighting. It's a lot of
When you got
lying on.
Melissa's,
It's a
sorry
lot
to
of
get you.
lying on people going on. It's a lot of disrespect happening. It's a lot of spent narratives go on, and this is allowed on platform. So it's a farce, and it's a detriment to us as a people and as a culture to allow it to happen. But we want to be these upstanding citizens and these upstanding people to say, oh yeah, I'm about this and I'm about that. But you allow this shit show to happen, and you allow the disrespect to happen to women and to men on your platform. So I personally would side eye that person and have no respect for that person, as to say, okay, you allowing this to happen, and you're not saying anything because you rather be for the shit show, for the kicks and giggles, the likes, the views, and the super chat. And this is exactly what's happening.
Exactly, OG Patrice. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
JP, like in her response to everything that you were saying, and shout outs to K Marion as well. You get the A her on as well.
Salute to K Marion. On to JP.
JP says that it's the mistaken adage that the customer is always right. Folks are afraid to check the chat out of fear of losing views or subs. And you know what? And I think that's the key reasoning of it. Because if you have a channel, especially that's based off of drama, and your chat, your viewers, all that stuff is like being disrespectful to the people on the panel, you gonna let that rock. Because if you try to address it, if you try to block them, if you try to time them out, and you feel like, oh my gosh, like these are the people that's like, putting money in my pocket. If you was monetized, that is. So you have that fear, and it's based off your audience too. So let's say, for example, if we were like panderers, okay, and I'm not gonna use nobody like as an example, but if we was panderers, and let's say our support base was predominantly women, okay, and we decide, hey, as many women empowerment topics that we would have, the moment we start talking about something that uplifts men and they don't like that, then it's like we're gonna have to switch up to accommodate for them, because we're so afraid as YouTubers to lose our subscribers, to lose our support, to rub elbows in the wrong direction, you know what I mean, or the wrong way, however they call it, because of the sake of maintaining your views, maintain your subs, and trying to grow your numbers up and your views. So that's why, like, a lot of people, they put up with the stuff. So I definitely agree with you, JP, on that one. And OG Patrice, you're definitely cooking.
And that just makes them a sellout. It makes them a sellout for the clicks and the views and the subscribers and the likes and the super chat. So they selling out at some point to something, because just because somebody is giving you super chats, you're saying that I'm gonna allow this person, just because they sending me super chat, well, just because they're a subscriber of mine, I'm gonna allow them to disrespect people on my platform just because they doing that. That just makes you a sellout. Period.
You know what? Shout outs to all like the sellouts, man. I got something for y'all. So yeah,
Right.
Mr.
We
Mr.
approve your message.
Thank you. Before we get to the questions, Mr. Best, do you have any comments you want to say?
No. I'm chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? I just
Okay,
want to say
cool.
like people should know respect. It should be. I believe it should be common sense, but not everybody does. So you know, it's funny how.
Common sense ain't so common these days.
Hey, you telling me? You know what I mean? I just think it's just something that should be known. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know what? I'm gonna just say, people be knowing they could be disrespectful. They know. Let's just cut through the BS. People be knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do they care? Now that's a whole different topic. Do they care or not? You know what I mean? But people be knowing. People know. People know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? When they doing it, you know what I'm saying? Understand where it's coming from and understand why it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Understand that a lot of times these people are disrespecting you because they're not happy. You know what I mean? They're not happy with themselves, not happy with their lives. They're just trying to do things, you know what I mean, to try to agitate you or get on your nerves. So, best thing you should do, you know what I mean, with people like that, just avoid them, man. Avoid them like the plague. Like, don't even try to like have any type of really conversations with them. Keep your conversations with them to a maximum. You know what I mean? Especially like if you know that you don't mix with them. If y'all like oil and water, and hell, I even live around people like that. Like I know we don't rock together like that, so I don't mess with them. You know what I mean? And they don't mess with me, and I'm glad that they don't. You know what I mean? They try to ask me if I wanted to go to a movie yesterday. I said hell no, I'm good, and I don't want to do nothing with them. Hell, I don't even want to go get the mail with them. I don't want to share a sandwich with them. I don't want to share a quarter with them. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like when it gets down to that, when I'm really done with you, I'm really done with you. Especially if it's a personal, business wise, I can kind of be more flexible. You know, we kind of work around some things, but you know what I mean. But personally, once I'm really, really done with you, like I'm really done with you. Like I'm not really gonna rock with you after that. Like to be honest with you.
Understand the people of how it's done in these spaces to each other, and they know that they ain't gonna do that to that white person that's work on their job with them. They know they ain't gonna do that to their boss. They know if they have a confrontation with somebody in a department store, somebody, you ain't finna do all that. But it's easy to get on here and do it to each other.
Mm-hmm. Wait, real quick, gotta give a salute to, JP. JP, let me know if
Peace,
that's the
love, and
real
light.
you. Oh, okay, that's
It's me.
her.
Can you hear me okay?
Hey, Auntie.
Yeah. We
Hey,
just don't see the
family.
avatar,
How's
so
your Yeah,
very
baby.
good.
I
Doing good,
am
doing good.
on the phone. Sorry, y'all, for the delay here. I'm on the phone. I'm trying to learn to use this because, as nephew knows, I'm without my laptop and trying to navigate some things. But I wanted to come up because I love y'all to death, and I can't handle here, and y'all feeling like there might be some disrespect going on out here in these streams. So, just checking in. How's everybody's spirit? Miss Sophia, Patrice, glad to see you, ladies.
How you doing, JP? Spirit is good. How's
Maintaining,
yours?
Auntie, maintaining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm peace. I heard you all talking about respecting and protecting women on the platforms. Boy,
Yeah, well,
I've been down
anybody,
that
yeah.
road.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems like there's more, I call it elder cell disrespect in the space. Older folks who want to disrespect their own peers or whatever. And they tend to seem to go after women more so than men. But I do appreciate that you all are willing to say that you're out to respect your panel, because a lot of people will tell us that, and then once you get there, you get side shots and people being disrespectful, or those who might come up to support you aren't allowed to come up because it doesn't feed the drama. And so I just wanted to, as I said, well, mostly I wanted to come up and say to the ladies, I've seen and I understand, and I appreciate you gentlemen and the space that you provide as a team. So just thank you for that mostly. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, anytime, JP.
And you just pay attention to, once you check the person about it and told them you're not allowing it anymore, and you may have had to time them out or block them a few times, and then you don't see them in your space no more. You know why? It's because they know that you are not going to tolerate them disrespecting your chat or your panel. And so you don't see them no more, but you see them on other platforms where it's allowed. And they all in the chat, and they all on the panel being disrespectful. I know it's a few of them that was on another channel, was on this channel, and they're no longer here, but they on other platforms, and they are being very disrespectful. So that goes to show you the difference of the ones that ain't here no more, and where they go over to where the disrespect is allowed.
Yeah. Salutes to Toxic Tangents Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Please get the likes up. And also salutes to Miss Tequila. She says hello. So I'm going to give both you guys an air horn. Okay. Always remember to get the likes up, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Okay, you guys. Okay. Let me talk about this, right? Before I get to the question. Let me talk about elder care, okay? Like, our elders. Now, I don't call just anybody like an elder. You have to really, like, really have, like, the community's respect and really be that servant to really be considered as an elder. In my opinion, that is. But the respectable elders, I would say, like, those are the ones I feel like, will definitely need, like, the most protection. Because I feel like people, they can really get loose with the lips, and they just don't have no respect. And it's like, have you forgot what some of your parents taught you? I'm for sure somewhere down the line, your parents taught you something to respect your elders. And I know sometimes, like, older people can kind of use, like, their experience as a way to try to be a little bit dominating. But I would say be patient, but don't be rude. Now, if they be rude to you, check them still respect them, but check them at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mr. F3, if I may interject, they the ones that say you crazy or think it's your fault because you won't allow them to disrespect you anymore. That's the part for me that is baffling. It's people that say, oh, they don't get along with this person, they don't get along. If I say a person disrespect me and I'm not gonna tolerate the disrespect, so therefore I don't choose to come up on the panel or none of that when this person is up or whatever, they will turn that, flip that and say, oh, this person got a problem with it. But no, I didn't disrespect that person. That person disrespected me. So if I choose to not rock with this person, want to be on the panel with them, want to have a discussion with them, that is my choice. But they will try to flip it and make it look like it's the person that was disrespected fault instead of the person that disrespected the person. And it's just baffling to me how people change narratives in these YouTube streams. And that's problematic in and of itself.
Because there's a lack of form of accountability. Like, why? Okay, devil's advocate, right? In a fun way. Why would, like, any YouTuber, right, will ever try to hold themselves, like, accountable especially on their own platforms, when it's easier for them to say, oh, sorry, wrong music. They'll be like, oh gosh, I was like the victim, and this person really talked down to me, and this is my platform, y'all. Like, come on, man, why y'all disrespecting me like that? You're making me cry now. That's how they be getting down. The bullies becomes the victims when the tables is turned against them. So, and I mean as if for a panel, okay.
If you pay attention to some content creators that have a platform, their platform is specifically to make you the bad person. They will, because see, they already have their subscribers that believe and swayed by their influence. And if you are against the grain of what they believe or say, and they'll tell you, come up on the panel, and we can debate this. But it's really a setup to set you up to disrespect you and make you look really bad, because their influence of their subscribers is already on them. So you really done lost that battle before you go up there. You could go up there and plead your case and say what you want to say, and debunk most of the things that this person says and be right. But when in the end, you wrong, because of the influence that content creator has on their subscribers, that they sway to believe a thing. You know what I mean? And I see that to be so true. So if I'm going to debate somebody for myself that is not a content creator, I would want to be on a neutral platform where it's not swayed by the influencer of that content creator. I wouldn't want to, no, because it's not going to be I won't stand a chance, basically. It's not going to be fair. Because no matter what I say to debunk with facts, that influence is already there by that content creator. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. People follow you for a reason, because they literally do follow your ideologies. Even if you're wrong, they're still willing to take the fall just to follow you.
And that's how you have to be careful about who you listen to and who your influencer is. Because content creators really need to realize that you are content creators, but you're influencers too. And whether people believe it or not, the more they listen to a person, the more they start to believe, live, have that ideology, those talking points as the influencer. So it is your responsibility and accountability to say, what type of influencer am I going to be? Am I going to be an influencer for the masses, as I'm going to teach, give knowledge for my people to learn and grow? Or am I going to be the shit show for people to see, and I'm going to have this influence one-sided and one side only? And if I can just get them over to my side and believe this ideology, even though it's fucking don't make sense and it's wrong for the most part, but this is what happened. This is what happened.
OG Patrice, you're definitely cooking. Let me ask you guys this.
I'm so sorry about that. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lady Sophia.
Well, I'm OG sister, so I sure take that as a compliment. I really get down with what JP said and everything, and I know that I'm not terribly old, but since I know I've been through more things, then I won't let folks go through some of the things that I've gone through. I was at a JCPenney in the Wolf Chase Mall, and that's in Cordova, Tennessee. And it was an older Black lady. She probably had about 20 years over me, just constantly cussing the poor little baby out. Customers got the right of way, this and this, that and that. And so here I am with my little nosy self. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be cussing the baby out. And she was like, mind your business. I came all the way out here. Customers got a right of way. You know what I'm saying? She can get my stuff, or either I call and, write a report and everything and tell them that it's false advertisement. The poor little baby looked like she was, in school, had went to school and worked. She looked at it like that age bracket. I said, Coco, you and that Coco, my baby girl. I said, Coco, go take this child in the break room, go get some dollars, and y'all go sit down and have a pop. Go get y'all Coca-Cola or something. And Coco went on. She knew what time it was, but the baby was shaking. I have seen Black people shake when they scared and stuff like that. My dad told me, it's on Memphis, Tennessee, auction block was where they actually auction Black people and everything. And I was like, so why is this Black lady, doing this to, this baby? And I'm thinking that we're talking about Black people acting this way towards other Black people. I'm really not. I know you can't fool Pops and a few other people, it's, Jessica and everybody do that. But I don't see the type of damn foolery there. And I told that lady, I said, I got a big person, you got one, I'll knock your brains out. You talk to that baby like that. I said, she's shaking and you got her scared. And she said, I get her fired. I said, I'll knock your brains out. Now, can I fight? It don't matter, because I would have took whatever. I would have got arrested. Cordova, Tennessee don't play that. They would love a reason to push a button and have, you know what I'm saying, an old lady being, you know what I'm saying, with the spit mask on and being wheeled to the police car. The thing of it is that there was a man who talked to me and he said, sometimes you have to be a sacrificial vessel in order for people to move on. And he said, and it's a shame that now we still have to do that. We still have to make sacrifices so everybody else can keep going. So he was like, you know, you talking about the baby scared. He said, I know you scared too. And all of us seen that. It's disgusting what we'll do to each other. It's like we expect, you know, the Caucasian race to do that to us. But when you see us acting a certain type of way to each other, you know what I'm saying, that's some pain right there. I said, well, I don't
feel we got all the smoke for each other, but we don't have no smoke for them. That's the problem.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you like this. As sad as it is, have I been called the N-word from white folks? I have, but I been called more B's and H's from black folks than I've been called N-words from white folks. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, wow. But then, you know what I'm saying, my daddy, and I love him to death. When, you know, he was telling all, you know, some of these sweet kind of stories. I hope y'all never saw this. I hope y'all never saw that. I know, you know what I'm saying, with my daddy and my mama was the cotton picking age. Then it came us. On my daddy's side, I don't have any more elders to die. We next in line and everything or whatever. And, you know, it's sad to, you know, say have to witness certain things or whatever. So I'm like, you know what, God, I done fought the good fight. You know, I don't know if you're listening or somebody ironing the robe or whatever, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if you took me today, I'm going to still give you a high five. But these babies shouldn't have to see what I saw. You gotta stop. I don't want every generation turn around and say, I hope you don't see what I saw. I hope you don't see what I saw. I take it. I've been slammed on a police car before. I have been arrested before. I have been in jail before. For anybody on this platform, and God is my witness, I do that for you too. I called y'all my family. And there's no sense in if I'm gonna say that, but I don't mean that. I'm not looking for, you know, clout now that I know what that mean and this and this and that and that. I grew up in, I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, raised outside in the country and everything. Came back, went to Chicago for a little while. You know, so all over the South and everything. It was just a little bouncy ball. So I done seen a lot, and I done been through a lot. Do you have to be slammed on a police car? No, you don't. Do you have to get arrested? I pray you don't. Keep your mouth closed. You can learn more. You don't have to. You don't have to go through what I went through just so you can tell a story. It don't hurt me to tell a story. I just don't want y'all to have to go through that. You shouldn't have to go through stuff like that. I had my face repacked with bone matter. I have been beat down like a man. Y'all shouldn't have to go through that. I'm not looking for no glory or, oh my God, this and this and that and that. If I need to be a sacrificial vessel for y'all to get where y'all need to be, I promise you I'll be obliged and I'll do it, because it needs to stop. Not this gang stuff, not this disrespect, not all of the words and the little cold words and this and that, not doing something on somebody else's platform and running over here or going over here and then running over there and everything. And we're going to sweep that trash in one pile or whatever. Somebody got to do it. I don't want y'all hurt. So I will volunteer and be a sacrificial vessel. You got to stop. I think what somebody said that somebody actually flew somewhere to do this and that. I ain't gonna spend my money like that. But you gonna stop, because what I can do is turn around and report. I done been, you know, busted up and roughed up by some police officers and everything. but you threaten another black person, and I'm gonna be little Miss Nosy Sophia, because I do what Patrice said. You know, so the baby told the lady, I listen, but I don't have to let you know everybody I know. You just know that you won't be able to threaten people. You won't be able to, you know what I'm saying, talk ugly and negative about a person, mama or daddy or child or this and that. It has to stop. So if somebody going over there, you can look me up. Look me up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just a splash, but you know who my name is. Some of y'all got a way to, you know what I'm saying, you pulling up people information, and you checking their emails and checking their phone numbers. Why do you not have a life? Y'all ain't running no credit checks. Why you going in folks this and that and telling where they at and what they live in, and you know what type of car they got, if they got good credit? No, that's not what this created for. But I would tell you what title I will take if I have to. I'm a snitch. Now do something about it. Look me up and see where I'm at. I'm an old girl, but I'm an old girl with a lot of experience. That's all.
Man, Lady Sophia is cooking as well. That pasta spaghetti with OG Patrice. But yeah, thank you for thank you. I gotta welcome Queen Forever 2K in the building. Queen, what's up?
I just want to say, you know, I didn't get a shout out with the team, but you know, I am a very valuable part of this team. So I just want to shout myself out. Thank you, Queen. You're awesome. You're welcome anytime. Okay, how you doing?
What up, Bitterberry? How's that
That's
spirit?
right. Galactic, I think them stars are hurting your forehead, M3, but I'm gonna let that go. How you doing tonight? Looking like a confetti man. What's up, confetti? I'm gonna call you confetti tonight.
See, here we go with the disrespect, right? And the title is supposed to be called Respect.
That's a compliment. Confetti, what's up?
What's up, Queen?
Starlight, star night, far star I see tonight. You know what I'm saying? Got me wishing on a dream. What's up? How y'all doing tonight? What's up, OG?
What's up, Queen? How you doing?
Man, I saw your little I saw the preview. I can't wait to see you.
Oh, thank you. Me either. I can't wait to see me either.
I was like, yo, that's OG. I know her. Yeah, I was getting hyped. But anyway. What's the topic? You know, I don't pay attention. What's up?
All right, so let me go back for you, Queen, because I know. So it means, the topic is respect means disrespect will not be tolerated, right? So basically, like, you know, if y'all trying to be disrespectful, man, you know, to the panel, the chat, or whatever, sometimes, man, we gotta give you the boot, you know. So, you know, don't make us give you the boot too, Queen, you know. But
I will never get the boot. I own the shoe store. Don't play yourself.
All right.
You wearing my shoes, baby. Stop.
Number one is and I'm gonna let you be the first to answer this one. Right?
Okay.
All right. Should everyone understand the word RESPECT as far as social media?
In the ideal world, yes. But this world today, people thrive and live off of disrespect. You can't let it get to you. You can't let it bother you, because everyone's just looking for a rise. They're looking for a reaction. And sometimes the worst thing you can do to somebody like that is not do a damn thing at all. Because they can't function. They're looking, they feed off of that, you know? So yeah, I think people should know respect, because, you know, like I said, you know, not everybody's wrapped tight. Some people are ready to just pop off. And why would you want to be on the receiving end of that? You don't know what people are capable of doing, willing to do, and what lines they're willing to cross. Not everybody's wrapped tight on these YouTube streets in this world, as we've seen with everything that's going on. I call it the snap, crackle, and pop factor. I'm not
Queen,
waiting till my Rice Krispies get soggy. I eat them when
Queen,
they crispy.
Queen, you are so right. If I may interject, there's been a toll. I saw a toll online yesterday that said social media is the perfect place for people that have all of these type of mental illness and all these
Mm-hmm.
type of things to hide behind. It's the
Mm-hmm.
perfect place. And I promise you, I see more of it now than ever.
Yeah.
More of the disrespect, the just downright ugliness of people. I have never in my life, not even in real life, when it comes to
There,
that level of disrespect, seen what I've seen on in these YouTube spaces, as
there was
opposed to what I witnessed in real life.
yeah, there was somebody he's married, he's a preacher. He's married to Shawnee, Shaq's ex-wife. And he said, you got to stop trying to make people putting the energy into trying to make people understand you who are bent on not understanding you. So it becomes a dead end. If we're having a conversation, that means we're having a conversation. You're open, you're listening, you're willing, you're participating. But a lot of times we have these conversations that are just dead end. People get on here and they just want to regurgitate their point, and they want to force feed it to you. So that means you're not on here to have a conversation with me to try to understand anything I'm saying. That's why I say my piece, and half the time I don't even want to engage in a battle, because you know what? You're going to lose, but you know what? I'm going to let you think you winning, because this is all you got in life. I'm winning outside of these YouTube streets. You're winning on these YouTube streets. So enjoy it. Enjoy your fake reality, baby. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You're so right, Queen. It's definitely a fake reality, and I think because their lives is so empty and so lost that they have to create whatever a reality for them on social media, and it literally becomes their life. You could tell for some of the things that people say in the chat to each other, when people in the chat start to get into it and they start disrespecting each other, or a person in the chat is disrespectful to somebody on the panel, and the person on the panel may see what they're saying, and then they getting into it with the person in the chat. You can just see it. It never fails. It's so predominant, especially in our community, and we seem to, for the most part, a lot of content creators seem to get a kick out of that, and that's sad, because they like the ugly. They really do. They like the ugly and the toxic. I guess it's like sex in the music industry. Sex sells, right? In the music industry, you basically don't have to have a whole lot of talent no more. If you're a female, they just say show your body, and the sex is gonna sell. So it's just like that with the disrespect in these YouTube streets. Just disrespect, and just it'll sell. You get your views, you get your clicks, the subscribers, you get them super chats. Cause see, they waiting on you to disrespect all them black women. They waiting on you to disrespect all them black men. They waiting.
Yeah. The OG Patrice, drama also stimulates. So they need that mental stimulation, and that's why they tend to like drama. Darryl, I'm gonna read your comment because when you said like when I was going at people's wives, he had more support than when he was trying to stay focused on good content and then show me people online are full of shit. Now, unfortunately, I do agree to that because I noticed, and this happened to me as well too, on our platform. Well, okay, not personally to me. Let me make that clear. But it happened like on our knowledge relations platform, and whatever reason, like OG Patrice, I think you was here, you was there too, but maybe it was like in a chat. But I think it was like last year, like when it was like a whole wave. It was just like a whole wave of just people just going at it, and it was affecting our channel because two grown men, they was getting into an argument, and then a lady was getting into an argument with someone, and then so as the argument occurred, we was having like 30 views, 30 views, 40 views, like the numbers was going up. And I'm like, where's all these people coming from? Then after when we kind of squashed it and we took control and we started talking about something like just having a fun game, because it was supposed to be game night at the time, the numbers like just dropped. Like it just dropped, like the start might drop. Like the drop zone type of drop. From 40 to like seven or 5 people watching. So, that right there showed me, I was like, damn, like drama like definitely stimulates.
Yeah,
and
you could
it definitely gets the attention from other people, but it's like,
well, you
I
could
gotta hold
tell.
on to integrity.
What's the subject gonna be about today? Is it in any way we gonna disrespect and degrade black women? Yeah, let's go over there. I'm all for that. What's the topic today? Are we gonna disrespect and degrade black men? Ooh, yeah, come on over here. I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you could tell by the people that is swayed off for a particular thing as far as to where they consistently go, where that type of content is being created. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know Queen said that she was done for what she said, so I took my house shoes off and cut the night lights off and everything or whatever. I'm like, well, shoot, I'm going to get myself together and everything. But one thing that I can honestly say, and nobody can say it against, I've never been on anybody's platform and been negative. I've never raised my voice up, cuss, holler, call people out their name. The ones who I have, given the utmost respect, I have seen them do it. I didn't, they got a mom and a daddy and everything, but I see, I see them do it. And my thing is, my silence are my words too. Though I love everybody, I can't turn around and be around somebody who is just, cuss, holler, holler, cuss, holler, degrade a person, to the utmost, and then be like, hey, Sophia, how you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna happen. And I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not for the fighting and this and that and everything, but I know how to respect you enough to get up and get my purse and walk on up out the way. I never disrespect you and yell and holler and cuss. That's not my demeanor. I don't roll like that. Even when, I had told, Mr. Man something or whatever, and I told him what I said, and he was like, Sophia, apologize. You got to represent me. And I was like, but baby, this and that. It wasn't like what you said. He said, if you do anything other than that or whatever, I don't see it as right. Sometimes, you got to be quiet too. And we get it, you may be older than this and that and everything, but you have to listen and you have to learn and you have to respect. Do you understand, baby? And I was like, okay. And so I went ahead and, and I have to, be humble and everything or whatever. But if anybody on this platform say something and I don't listen to you, don't expect it to get any better. To where somebody's talking to you and they say, you know what, just, be the good person and just apologize, or be the good person and just be quiet and stuff like that. That's not hard to do. If it's not in you to be that way, it'll never be a norm for you.
Yeah.
So, and there's one thing I like about everybody here. You got a positive, a positive flow. You don't let, and here comes somebody with this loud car, just ghetto. But that's where I stay, y'all. Y'all positive, you don't let anybody bring that noise to you, and you keep on keeping on, But if you don't understand that little bit, what I said, everything that I said is something that's cussing you out, and now you got to get back at, saying what I said. So some of this is a norm for the people. They used to all of that toxicity. That's their norm. You can give them a slice of cake and a cup of tea. It's still gonna be they mad at you. What you didn't put nothing in it, and you can't even be nice. So you just got to step away. So I love all of y'all for y'all positivity, because like I said, it's still raising me to be a better person.
Thank you for saying that, Lady Sophia.
You're welcome.
You know, if you need me, Queen,
I got you. I know where to find you.
I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm Sophia in the alley.
Oh.
Not Sophia in the alley.
Queen, you called me, I got you.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, guys. Mr. Best, I didn't hear what you said.
You know, trying to take credit for something all the time.
Yeah, but
I got a fan club. Don't hate intellectual brainiac over there with your little brain sign. Your synapse junction is off.
Whatever.
all right. What's up, Stan? Like, salutes to you. Salute. Stan, come up to the panel, man. I want you to in fact, I'll send a link to you on your social media. I mean, your messenger. I want you to come on, my brother. You see, he was gonna come up on Thursday, so I'm glad that you're here. Thought you forgot about us. All right. And then we have the Q Spot Podcast. Shout outs to the family. Kisses to my queen sisters.
Hey, QB.
Hey. Salutes to QB. She'll be holding it down, for our ladies' night. So we definitely appreciate her for that. Much love and respect.
Hey, Queen, QB, I'm sorry. Queen, I'm sorry, because I caught myself. I can't mess up with you.
That's right.
QB.
That's right. Don't get it twisted.
QB, don't
worry about her.
Look, QB, don't get me in trouble. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna be quiet and sit myself down. Be still.
Hold on. Prince K says, I'm a part of Queen's fan club. # Jumping Sisters. Jumping Sisters? Okay, we'll jump you if you're feeling froggy. Okay.
That's right.
We'll
That's
jump you if
right.
you're
Come
froggy.
on, Princess K.
Prince K, you don't look. You by yourself, right? As a tall, strong black woman, okay. You don't need, no offense, right? You don't need a little people, right, to have your back. They gonna hold you back.
Hey. I've taken out Jolly Green Giants before in my past too. Princess K need us because I can get them on ground level. She reach them on the top. I got them on ground level.
That's right, Princess K. Nugget. Oh, see, there's strength in numbers.
Y'all got Queen.
Thank you.
Y'all got Queen and Princess K sounding like a Jolly Green Giant commercial over there.
Don't hate.
For real.
Who hating on you, Bitter? We love you, Barry. You my favorite bitter thing in these doggone streams. Girl, without you, no one would really understand my sweetness. We need each other. That's what it is.
I'll keep your gut in check. Don't play yourself.
What we need you to do is get your gut together and be ready for these theme songs when I come back. But yeah, anyway. I want to say this.
Lined up for you.
You always say that, but you'll never be on time.
Yeah, that's call folks time for you, Princess K says, I can hit you out high. She could get them low. See, that's like when a giraffe and a squirrel, they get together, right? And you know how the squirrel, like, they start biting like your kneecaps or whatever, and then the giraffe, like, they just come up there and they just like stomp the hell out you.
This man said kneecap. That's personal,
right? Look, Princess K ain't gonna bite you no way. She just gonna spike one of your drinks with prune juice and let it take its own course.
No, don't give her no ideas. She's
I ain't giving her no idea. She say she drink 2 glasses of prune juice a day. I ain't giving her nothing.
She got me beat.
What's up, Stan?
Mm.
I know you just walked into some
Stan Joseph.
lighthearted drama.
I heard 2 cups of prune juice, man. Don't hide the Charmin.
Oh.
Hey. Princess K, you got stock in toilet paper, sis? Tell the truth. I'm betting that Princess K got like she got stock in Charmin, P&G. What's that other company that sell toilet paper and paper products? She said she drink it all the time, regular.
Cottonelle. That's a good brand.
Mm-hmm. And that Bounty too, though. You know what I mean? But you said toilet paper, right?
Look at y'all, see.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, so either way, Bounty still works, man. Even if you run out of toilet paper, folks. Anyways, Cottonelle. Okay.
Y'all don't listen to M3. Please don't put no paper towels up, especially no Bounty. Probably that cheap 50 cent. You know what? What they said, Dollar Tree ain't even $1. So the $1.25. Put that in the commode. Don't put that. Look, I'm gonna say commode. Put that in the commode. Don't put no Bounty, cause you're gonna have to call them folks. They have to bring that snake up out there.
Yeah, you
the snake. Dang.
Yeah, she mentioned the
She's
snake.
talking about Roto-Rooter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They will come out and do that for real.
Yeah. Shout outs to Moments with Mickey Red. Thank you for tuning in.
Mickey.
Red,
What up?
if you don't remember this though. Make sure you get the likes up. Matter of fact,
Yes.
Mickey Red, why don't you to come up in here, man? We haven't seen you in a minute. So come on, Mickey Red. This is Bounty. You're not trying to have no.
May I answer?
Go ahead, JP.
May I answer the question, and then I'm gonna drop down because this
Somebody in the
is
Matrix, I don't
driving
know
me.
who.
Plus, I want to be able to chat.
Yeah.
Is it me? Okay, I wanted to say this.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Quickly. First off, shout out to Sister Sophia because them brown girls from Tennessee, we do different. We will check whomever it is that's necessary whenever necessary. So when you say that whole thing about whether or not folks should respect or understand the word respect, I believe that we say respect and try to force responsibility on others without taking responsibility for not being respectful in the first place. And that's the thing about it. If we're going to talk about respect, we have to, I asked the question in the back, are our elders or are we in general moving in respectful ways? Because if you're not moving in a respectful way, it's also my job to tell you, like Sophia said about being in the mall that day. But when you approach someone to let them know, how do you do it? Are you doing it in a way that shames them, makes them look bad in the moment? Or are you being respectful when you address them so that they don't feel like you're talking to them like a child, or you don't make it seem as though they're not adult enough to grasp what it is that you're saying? I think that we talk to some in this space, for sure. People talk down to others because they have a platform, because they have a certain number of subscribers, a certain following. And people respect numbers more than they respect truth. So my question, or I guess I should say, what I would like to see us doing going forward is learning better overall communication skills as a people. I will also say this though, it's not just us in these YouTube streams doing this. If you look into other communities and watch other programmers or other content creators, they speak about a host of content creators who've been out here longer, cauliflower people with millions of subscribers doing terrible things. I just looked at a thing about the LeBrant family today. 2 young conservative Christian white folks who put out a documentary supposedly about abortion, but was all one-sided. And they knew what they were doing going in, but their subscriber base is in the 18 to 30 category, more prone to buying into that. So again, are we being respectful of others' intelligence level when we are approaching them?
That is a good question, JP, and I don't have a good answer to that. Unfortunately, the more I say like the more in, the more knowledgeable you are, the more arrogant you'll be. The
Mm.
most in the content creator space, such as the more subscribers that you have, okay, the more, mm, well, the more your personality will start to be revealed. When you have a lot of people that supporting you, and you feel like you're high above the clouds, you're gonna get puffed up in some type of way. I'm gonna use a few content creators for example, but I'm not gonna say the names. Okay, these are guys who are actually nerds, and they'll tell you this: they're nerds, and they did not know, nor did they have any experience dealing with women of today as they do now, since they have their own platform. So because they have their own platform, okay, and they can set their own rules, and they're not reliant on the dollar from women, they're gonna say whatever manosphere type of stuff they're gonna say. It's gonna bash them, it's gonna shame them, it's gonna disrespect them, and they don't have a care in the world. These are the guys who probably got rejected by women throughout their whole life before they became famous. And the thing is, on the flip side, to be fair, the reason why probably some of them acting a certain type of way is probably because of the way how they was treated back then. And now since they have that certain prestige, the money and the superficial type of women that comes after them, they're just like, they're like YouTube Hollywood. So they're gonna act and they're gonna treat you a certain type of way because if you don't have more subscribers than them, it's like a badge of honor. You don't have that badge, they're gonna tell you. And they use Pokemon references as well too, though. Funny that is. Moments where Mickey Red says, question: can condescending come off as arrogant? Stan says yes.
My immediate thought was that condescension is arrogance, but I thank you all for having me up here. Like I said, this signal's driving me nuts, so I'm gonna drop down and listen from the cloud or be in the chat. I appreciate everybody up here. Stanley Joseph, give me that smile one time, fella. Come on, make a sister day and smile for me just a little bit, Stanley. There it is. Thank you. I'm telling you. Everybody, try to make someone else smile every day. Just one person, give a compliment, get them to smile. Oh, Bitter, I make you smile all the time. You're my favorite, Bitter Berry. I love you, love. It's all right, girl. Anyway, everybody, keep your spirit up. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
We appreciate you too, P. Thank you for tuning in.
You can't even say your name right. Listen to you stuttering.
No, because I almost called J Pam, but I caught myself. Anyways.
Hey Marcus, salute to you, Marcus. I want to answer Mickey Red's question. I think that there's a part of someone being condescending is an arrogance, but I also think someone being condescending towards you is, to me, when they're being condescending, it's like they being rude in a sense, or they're coming at you like they're the only ones that got sense and you don't. And I see this in a lot of content creators. They think, a lot of them, just because they are expert or they worked in a particular job or field, like they the only one that knows something and you don't. And then they try to water down your experience and what you know and what you've experienced based off of, because I was this for 20 years or I was that for 20 years. So when they when they be condescending towards you and what you're saying, it's like they trying to demote you to uplift them, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
As to say, no, I'm the smartest person in the room, or I'm the smartest person on the panel. So I can be condescending towards you because I can water down and diminish your points of view because I'm the only one that is the smartest person in the room. That's kind of what I get out of somebody that continuously talk to you condescendingly. Yes, that's a form. That's absolutely a form of arrogance.
Stan, I know you said yes. Why is that?
It's a form of disrespect. You don't know me from Adam. Who you are thinking that you're better than anyone on your panel. If you're the smartest person on the panel and you feel that way, be in the wrong room. That just tells me you have no room for growth. I can learn what you learn thanks to the internet in 2 days, and I could become an expert. So yeah, it's definitely, it's definitely just arrogance.
And would you agree, Stanley, that you could know something based off of your job and your experience and skill set on the job, but somebody else can also have a different point of view and know something based off of their experience? So it can be both things. But what happens with the disrespect is the person that maybe experienced in something based off of the job that they had may, like I said, be condescending towards your real life experience. And they'll try to diminish that based off of, well, I was this for 20 years and I know what I'm talking about. Doesn't take away from what I knew from trial and error. Not at all. But that's the difference in what you see when somebody is disrespectful towards you and is condescending towards you. Because they're trying to tell you, no, you dumb, you don't know. I know because I was in this job for 20 years. Doesn't take away my experience.
Yeah, it's like having like two people in retail, right? You got one person that's at Walmart, one person at Target. Each store runs differently. The experience is also different. The knowledge is going to be different, but the environment is retail. And so, who's wrong? Who's right? I think a lot of times, I don't remember this cartoon called Smurfs. You remember Brainy Smurf, who always want to be smart, always want to be heard, always wrote these books with no experiences. He always got thrown out the village, landed upside down his head. I think that a lot of times that's what YouTube has given us, and even Instagram. A lot of these people who just want to be heard, who just want to hold information and just want to be gatekeepers.
See, Stan, you're on the money on this one. Think about it like this, Stan, right? Well, let me ask this.
Yeah.
And this could be a yes or no. Okay. Were you a nerd or were you a cool guy?
You know, it's funny. In the black community, it's weird because I grew up in an all-black school. So the concentration was always education anyway, because we all just wanted to leave and get out. So like being called a nerd wasn't so much a bad thing because I was writing people papers, but at the same time nobody was picking fights with me because I was the big guy. So
basically you was a nerd. So the reason why I say this, right, is because when it comes to but see, like, you know, you wasn't like one of the bad nerds. What's up, DJ Eddie King?
Hey, what's up, L3? Hold on, L3. All I gotta say is this. Warriors. Won again. 4th championship, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
My song is not working for some reason. All right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Shout out to the Warriors, man, for winning. You know, good super team. But what I was gonna say was the people that goes behind the computers. I'm talking about the bad nerds. You know what I mean? The ones that was picked on, punched at. Well, no, the women would be like ill, right? Yeah. These are the ones right now that is trying to run this YouTube world, or I wouldn't say run. They are running it, you know. Like, but but they put this facade like they was like one of like the cool kids, you know what I mean? So you can only tell when that person when that inner nerd comes out. When you talk about a particular subject, or they just going ballistic. Because most of them did not really have those social skills until they started going to the YouTube spaces.
Well, the thing about like nerds, right? It was like you're a nerd for different things, right? Nerd for school, you're a nerd for Pokemon cards. There were things I just never was into. Like I'm not into video games like that. I do read comic books. So I like the storyline, but I'm an English major, and I play sports. So like there was things where you go play both sides. But it was important. Like I'm grateful for the high school I was in, because nobody wanted to stay in regular classes. People always aim for AP honors or CP college prep courses in high school, because you look down upon if you just stayed in regular. So everybody just aiming for that, and it was a good high school experience. So I learned from that, like having knowledge and not trying to be cool, because a lot of times people don't understand, like if somebody portrayed to be cool, you don't know what's going on for them at home. So being cool is never it. It's very one-sided, right? So only thing money does, I'll say this, like for anybody in YouTube who's successful, the only thing that the money had done is expose who they really are, just amplified it even more. So they probably was that way anyway. But now, because there's money, it's a little bit bigger now. So
yeah, and you said a thing too, Stanley, about gatekeepers, and I'm noticing even in these YouTube spaces that it's a lot of people that are becoming gatekeepers when it comes to trying to control a certain sector or masses of people that they are influencing, and that is so true. And to answer Mickey's question, because a lot of time when she said that person told her that she needs to put things more in layman terms, sometimes people take your intelligence for arrogance or being condescending, and sometimes you just generally that's the way you are. That's how your brain is wired to talk in an intelligent way, and people can take that as being condescending when you genuinely do not mean to come off that way. And sometimes people don't know the difference between that. I can tell when somebody, how you could tell when somebody is being condescending is when they don't normally talk that way all the time. Now, if they basically is highly intelligent, they just highly intelligent. So what they're saying, their conversation is going to be pretty much the same all the time. But if they being condescending, they're being condescending about a particular thing that you're talking about. That's how you could tell the difference in a highly intelligent person that just know what the hell they talking about than the person that's being condescending. But there are gatekeepers that, and like I said, it's so important as a content creator is to what you're putting out there and how you are influencing your subscribers and your followers. It really is, and it depends on the type of content creator you want to be. Do you want to be that toxic content creator that allows the disrespect on your platform and in your chat and all of that? Then you're going to get those masses of people that like that. They're going to draw to that because that's what they're about. It's almost like watching reality TV, right? On TV, except it's on YouTube, right?
Yep.
They're able to participate in it. As opposed to reality TV, they can just watch it. Now they can become a part of it. They can be in the chat saying toxic stuff, getting into it, wreaking havoc with people in the chat just because people on the panel, just because they can. Because it's easy for people to sit at home behind a keyboard, behind their phone, their iPad or whatever, and be this keyboard gangster, as opposed to saying things to you that they will never say to you in your face.
Yes.
Yes. Gotta give a salute to Mimsy Mims. Mimsy, if you can come up, because I know I haven't
Hey,
seen you up
hey,
here
Mia.
for a minute on the panel. Please
Hey,
definitely come up.
Mia. Hey, Mia.
And
Yeah,
I,
We
and I
so
definitely
want to
love to
add
hear
on
your
to the
subjects.
gatekeepers, and this is why we got to talk about gatekeepers, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
gatekeepers, they do hinder a lot of potential new YouTube channels to come up. These are the same people that will go ahead and will have your page shut down falsely. These are the same people that will prevent you from crossing over to another platform, and they'll block you from like getting your own platform going up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole thing about it, like once you're on YouTube, you are a celebrity, and you got to be careful while you're out there in the streets because people seen you on YouTube and they're like, wait a minute, I know that person. So you're a mini celebrity. So like Mario, like say if you was doing books or if you were selling the class, this is a threat to somebody else who's selling the class. Because if somebody was selling the class on how to do live streams at 500, you come out like, hey, I'm doing the class. I just came on and I'm doing the class for $99. They see you as a threat. And sadly, there's enough money to go around for everybody. Like you don't own YouTube. Like that's something about the gatekeepers. Like you can't be no Kirk Franklin. You got to stop. You can't. You got to let people grow. And sometimes people need a new voice to hear. Like nobody's gonna forget you, but gatekeepers is a very, I've seen it a lot for other people when they come online, and these gatekeepers are blocking them, and it's crazy. And it shouldn't be like this.
Right, definitely.
yeah, and the disrespect. Just speaking personally, the disrespect that I've gotten on YouTube from some of these black men. They will never say that to my face because I'm a protected class when it comes to a woman in my family. So what I'm not going to do is that's why, and when I say it's easy for them to do it here, because of course I'm not finna run and tell my brothers, or tell my uncles, oh, he said something that was disrespectful to me, and have them get on a plane and go and feel like they got to check that person. That just ain't what I'm finna do. But they will never say that to me in my face because I'm a protected person, that I have brothers and uncles that will actually confront that person face to face. So you will never confront me face to face and say the disrespectful thing you said to me face to face. So it's easy to do it that way. And those type of guys are the worst because they're the cowards, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, they sit behind the keyboard and on the panels, and they become these keyboard gangsters,
I would say
knowing
this,
that they
OG
would never
Patrice.
say that to me in my face.
I will say this, OG Patrice. I'm agreeing with you. I want to say that number one, I'm agreeing with you. I also just want to add on. I would say this is a generation where people don't understand what respect is. They associate respecting others as being submissive under someone else. And it's like, no, it's respect to yourself. And that's why you respect others. You do unto others as you want to do to yourself. And I think, I know for sure people have been rewarded for being disrespectful because people see that as power. They think like, oh, that's a power move. And I'm just like, man, that's dangerous. When you're being so disrespectful, you have to pay the price for that later on in life. Because people remember that. The first impression of you being disrespectful and having no honor, it's a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
No, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. And it is easier to do it that way. It's easier to sit behind your keyboard and spew out vitriol and venom towards your fellow brothers and sisters because like they said, we're thousands of miles away more than likely, and nobody is just gonna get on the plane and confront them and say the stuff that they say to them, in these YouTube streams. I rarely see that happening. So
not yet, until somebody make a system and find out through your URL, through your where you live.
Listen, Stanley. Let me tell you, it's not because I don't know nobody that won't get on the plane. It's just because it's just not worth
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's just not worth that part of it.
I know, like nobody in this planet will
They
do it.
never see it to my face because I'm a protected class within my family as a black female.
Yes. See, none of us would do it, but there are people out there that's going to do it, and I have to say that's going to do it because we just seen too much. Like a rapper just got killed for a chain. Like they beat him up badly, and before like all 4 of them left, and then one of them just shot him in the chest 4 times. This is the day and age we're living in. Like, people are like people are right now. It's just not it's just not safe.
I don't think that shooting has anything to do with the internet.
Oh,
you talking about situation in New York, down in I think.
Hello, everybody's there.
Yeah, I think it was in the Bronx.
He's saying that like it wasn't in New York. Oh,
yeah, that situation happened in New York. It was on camera. That had nothing to do with finding people on the internet, though. That was a different situation.
Right. There was an incident. There was an incident though where these 2 sisters.
That go Queen right there. I'm sure Queen, she heard about it.
Yeah, these 2 sisters was fighting over this dude on the internet, which it was on Facebook. That's the social media that they were fighting over this dude about. And one of the sisters actually went and tracked down the sister and deleted that sister. So we can't never say never that it won't happen.
Yes.
Can't never say that it won't happen because it will. It can happen.
Salute to High Value Nurse. I see you.
Yeah, real quick. I gotta read this comment because actually, DJ Hey King, you want to read this comment for me?
Yeah, it said one thing I have learned is the internet is the land of cat. People lie on the internet because of unfulfilling lies. It's actually sad.
And you know what? I had to start that for a second, right? Because we might go back to it. Because High Value Nurse definitely is on key on that point.
Definitely.
People have like this second character about them, the shadow character, and they live in this persona on the internet. We don't look. A lot of times we see these random people on the internet. We don't know who they really are. Yep. We just only know the persona that they're giving us because they're on the internet. But we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We don't know how they feel about us. We don't even know how they love themselves. But what we do know is that when we get the internet version of them, they're like the best version of their lives that they're giving us. And if you fall in that trap, in the internet lies, you're going to be stuck envying someone's lifestyle that is non-existent. Only in the land of the internet. Respect isn't earned or given. Oh wait, respect isn't earned or given. It's taken. Kings or rulers aren't caring about you respecting them. Okay.
That's a different. I understand what Wally's saying, but that's a different level. That's when kings and queens were trying to rule over and take over and gain power and things of that nature. I get it, but we're talking just from a human being to a human being perspective. So I understand Wally's point though, but yeah, what happened to common courtesy? Just in common courtesy, that is gone. All of these things that we talking about are lost art when it comes to our community for the most part.
Hey Queen, what's up?
Hey, what's up? I was gonna say, even in that, what Wally was saying, you can obey somebody and not respect them. So it doesn't even, you can follow the rules but have no respect for that person at all, just because you know you have to. It's not the choice of you wanting to. It's the choice of, I know what, if I show how I really feel, what it's going to give me. Just like respect, like people who respect the cops or people who respect the teachers. Like, you don't have to do anything, but you do it because you know the consequences.
Right. So. It's like, and it's like a job too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't get me started with that one.
Oh man.
Man, these people do not want to be a fly on my wall.
I don't know what would be wrong with people these days. It's like when I go to work, I go to work. I don't go to make friends or to communicate with none of y'all. That's the only reason why I go to work. I'm not there to make friends. There's no sign for me to say I gotta make friends with y'all. I'm friends with Chet. I'm sorry, girl.
That's my best friend.
Thank you.
Okay.
Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause the job that sometimes the job I be at, is family orientated. I mean, I'm not related to none of them, but they all damn near related, and it's always somebody that got something to say to me at the job, but never after the job. It's always like on like campus, never off campus. But if I was to do something, then I would lose my job. So it's best to just ignore people and to obey the rules, even though you don't like them, but you have to obey the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's hard,
when
man.
I remember I had someone who was over me, and they like to talk about personal things. And I remember I was like, I'm tired of this. And it was like a supervisor, I don't know if they wanted to be my friend or what. Maybe, so I am nice. People do want to be my friend. But anyway, so I used to just carry my job description with me. And I remember one time I said, I don't mean to be rude. I have a lot of paperwork I got to do. This is what we about to talk about has nothing to do with my job description. So are we done? I think I need to go now. Yeah. And they were like, they looked at me like, you said what you say to me? Mm-hmm. Well, what could she say? She couldn't say nothing. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't got nothing to do with why you calling it he in here?
Well,
and then I remember I had this one boss. She was so freaking messy. Poor thing. She just, like there was a coworker who had a miscarriage, and she was like, she's still off of work and blah blah blah. And I remember just like I could smell her coming, and I used to stop her before she even slowed down. I was like, if this ain't got nothing to do with work, I don't want to hear it. Huh? Right. Who you talking to? I'm talking to you. I don't want to hear it. I said, first of all, you're talking about people's personal life, personal business. You don't need to be sharing that with me. Oh, she got mad. I didn't want to go to lunch with her. So she went to lunch with someone else and was talking about me. And the girl was like, girl, all she did was talk about you. And I said, I don't care. If she going to call me tomorrow and want to go to lunch again. I don't want to deal with that. Free lunch is not all good. She used to pay for my lunch because she needed a buddy. So she used to like bribe us to go to lunch with her. It's funny, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Look, let me wait, hold on, guys, because I gotta get to these questions. And Stan, thank you for tuning in. I know you said you got to head on out, so
y'all answer one more or two questions. I can answer one or two questions.
Okay. You can answer number 2 first before you head out.
Okay.
Should a content creator, right, and I'll give you 2 minutes. Should a content creator be treated in the same manner as a pastor, socialite, or a politician?
But hold on. Mario, M3, you said you was going to get to the chat. The chat is kind of ringing over there.
Hold on. I'll get to the chat, but I know Stan, he has to go in a minute. So.
Oh, he got to go. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stan the man. What's going on, man?
Hey, stop I said. Okay, how about this? Since you give me 2 minutes, give me the first one, and then the second one I answer are both. So I didn't think I answered the first. I didn't know what the first question was, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to go back to the first question, though. We're gonna move on to the second one. So
I'm going to say
to the
no.
first one.
The second one, the answer is no. Content creators are not ministers, not socialites. You should not be worshiping any of those people anyway.
Mm-hmm.
politicians. No, they just influencers, and they just need to stay in their box. If they influence you today or within the 30 seconds that grabbed your attention, other than that, goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up, Stan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry,
Let me read this.
Yeah, go ahead. Because that's the answer to number 2 from
the high value nurse. He says, I believe the internet and the content creators can have great things to offer. But you have to take things with a grain of salt. Pick the good things and run with it. Hey, I hear you. I hear you, high value nurse. I hear you, man.
Can I add something to that, DJ Eddie, before I go?
Miss Tequila Warriors. Go ahead.
I got to tell you this before I go. Look.
Warriors.
100 watts. What's up, man? Long time no see. Okay, look.
Salutes.
This like whatever you see on IG about lifting weights and you see those bands, don't do it. Yeah. Just because you see them doing 300 on those bands, don't get that stuff snap, crackle, pop on you. Don't. A lot of times we see that they make things look easy. Don't do it. You see somebody cooking broccoli does not stay in your refrigerator for no 5 days.
Okay.
Exactly.
You see them with 50 plates.
Well, alrighty then.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see them with 50 pre-prep meals with broccoli in it. Please, guys, leave the internet alone. Don't do it for the gram. Just don't do it.
I agree. What's up, 100 watts to fly? See you in a minute.
Oh yeah, 100 watts. Come on in.
I agree with who was that made that? Who was that just made that? Oh, the nurse. The nurse, the high value nurse. I agree with that. Definitely, it's sort of one of those chew the meat, spit out the bones type of scenarios. And this is the thing, as subscribers, I think it should be a level of and a happy medium of what you allow, to take in, because at some point I think it can work on the psyche of a person. If you are taking in nothing but negative, toxic all the time, that's going to work on the psyche. That's just how we're wired as human beings in our brain. And it doesn't matter if you're a left sider or a right sider. It eventually, you keep taking in a certain amount of negative, toxic content, you're going to start to become wired to that. You're going to start to talk those talking points. I have seen in these YouTube streets where someone has had the exact same talking point as KS, the exact same, which let me know that this person literally was wired and had been listening to him so long that he sounded just like him when he talked. So I think that we have to be careful with what we consume in our mind, because it does work on the psyche. That's just how it is. If you listen to something long enough, I promise you, you're going to start having a thought process of that. Then you're going to start speaking it. It's just naturally been scientifically and medically proven.
Yeah.
So I think, at times, just like you may listen to the toxicity and the drama, you need to fall back from that and you need to listen to some good content. You need to listen to you need an equilibrium. You need to have some equality in there somewhere, a happy medium. Or else if it's all just one-sided, oh my God. And that's why you hear a lot of vitriol coming from a lot of people, from a lot of the females that listen to that other content creator that said she wanted all male, you should murk all male babies. Yeah. If you listen to some of those women, they comment, the way they comment men, like you would think every man in the world, every black man in the world is the worst thing ever put on this earth. That's a vitriol that they spit.
Yeah.
Hey,
because
they've been listening to that person for years. Yeah, they've been listening in their mind for years for these talking points for people.
Like, there's like a word for it, like besides Stockholm.
Wait, Stan, hold on for a second. I gotta read this comment because it ties into like what you guys are talking about. And number 2, content creators are the new socialites and celebrities. They have influence. They have influence. Look at Kevin Samuels. That's what the powers that be are afraid of. A person can come along and influence a generation. Okay? And 100 Watt says influencer versus the influence. He also asks, what is the level of responsibility that we put on the content creators of toxic content? Okay, Wally says, it is the content creator. Oh, is it the content creator or the person? That's the issue. So basically, it's the person who's producing content like us, or it's the people who are listening. You know.
Well,
and
I'll
then
say this, right? You can't stop it because like before the computer, right? I'm sorry, I got my glasses on. My bad. You have Rush Limbaugh, right?
Would you like some people?
And
that
was radio. And
Bada bing, that like
no internet. And he influenced people. And I agree with what everybody says, but like no matter what form we have, we still have something called freedom of speech, even though we don't like it. I don't know, like if there's anything that's going to be done for like prevent this stuff to happen, because you also have cults, you also have churches, like people who take away people's freedom. You have organizations, so
it's very true.
Just us or just anybody online is so much bigger. Do we want the government to come in and control everything? So that becomes a whole nother debate. But I like it.
I'm just saying that there needs to be an equilibrium, right? There needs to be, if you're gonna take in so much of the bad, it should be so much of the good you take in. If you only taking in one side of it, eventually, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
And you know what? This goes right back to what we were talking about, the gatekeepers, right? One of the things gatekeepers have done, they have stopped teaching critical thinking skills. Kids don't know about critical thinking skills.
It's true.
There's a generation of people who don't know about critical thinking skills at all.
Know nothing about it.
Right.
And that's dangerous. They can't even think critical.
See, Stan, this is why you the man.
I'm the man. You the man. And there's the
no. You the man. You the man.
Mario's the man. Yep. For putting this together. Because I'm just reflecting my community. I'm just reflecting my community.
It's a team effort, Stan. Team effort.
Everyone achieve more.
Loaded. Grizz.
All right, guys. I gotta head to work. Mario, let me know you on for tomorrow.
Okay. Take care, Stanley.
All right, thank you, OG. All right, good night, Queen.
Good night.
DJ.
Yeah.
Right. I follow you on Instagram. What's up with that, bro?
Chip. I accepted your friend request. I got you. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Chris, what I say, man?
But it has to be, like I said, that happy medium, because if you are only taking the talking points of the person that you're listening to, you've lost yourself and who you are. And at what point are you going to think for yourself about some things? Are you only going to think of what that person tell you how you should think? That's almost being programmed and conditioned, right? And if we're not careful, this is what's happening. This is literally what's happening. People are becoming programmed and conditioned to certain things because of who they listen to. And they're not freely being free thinkers of self for themselves to just because a person is talking about a particular thing, you start to sound exactly like that person. You have lost yourself in that person, and that person has become basically your master.
Hold on, real quick. I gotta give a shout out to Grizzly Bear Productions. Salutes to Grizz. What's up, Grizz? How you doing, man?
Going, just took my son to bath. But like I was listening to what Stan was saying, And also too, what I'm sorry, what's your name, Miss Lady?
Oh, that's OG Patrice.
OG
you already know,
Patrice,
Queen.
how are you, Grizz?
I'm good. Because I was listening to what you were saying, what Stan was saying, because I have a 4-year-old, and so I am literally working on the way I talk, so that I'm working on the way I talk and the way I think, because my mom and my dad raised me and my brother to think for ourselves. So the next generation too, teaching my son to talk for himself, to think for himself, and also too making sure that I don't act and sound like everybody else too, because like I'm seeing all these trends of people getting like these young kids getting the same haircut or talking the same, walking the same, and stuff like that. And I'm sitting up here like, oh my God, like, and even something basic, this may sound silly too, like let's say that hypothetically all of us are at a restaurant and we get salads, but everybody's like, oh, I want ranch. I might be the odd one to say, you know what, I want sweet and sour, and everybody look at me like, why didn't you get ranch? And I don't know, I feel like people are programmed to think and do certain things, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna follow the next person, but when someone is the oddball, it's like, you weird, or you're strange. Like, how come you don't get everybody else? Because I don't want to. I want to do for myself. And it just and like, I know as certain jobs, they want you to do the same way this person does it, or do the same. I'm like, I don't want to dress like him. I don't want to. It's like, you have to follow this person. I don't want to. And it's like, we're deemed the bad people because we don't want to follow what this other person's doing. I'm like, I like his technique. I'm gonna take a part of what he's doing and just add it to my own. But I've been at certain jobs, certain things. It's like, how can you don't do the same thing? I'm not him, and or just like getting a haircut. Oh, he has a taper. Oh, he has a taper. Oh, he has a taper. And you should get a taper. No, I don't. I don't. No. I don't want. Sorry, I'm daddy mode right now. Sorry about that, but
no problem.
But it's just what OG Patricia saying. It's like everybody wants to do the same thing, and like either everybody want to wear a hoodie and everybody wants to look and sound the same. That's why I want to make sure that for me, what's critical for me is make sure my son stands out. I'd rather my son be the oddball, just like his father, be the oddball in the group and not be trying to be the same thing as everybody else.
All right. All right.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for sharing, Grizz. I appreciate it.
I appreciate that because people like Grizz, we all know and went to school with somebody that was the person that was what they call the oddball out, right? We all know that person. And we always thought just because they didn't follow the status quo that they were the ones that were the problem, when actually we were the followers because we didn't set our own trend. We followed trend. So you have to choose, are you going to follow trend or be a trend setter? And you know what I mean? So when people like Red would say he will stand out all through school, we thought that we tease those people. We call those people the oddball out and different this and that. And now these are some of the most smart, intelligent people that became scientists, that became neurophysicists, that became all because they were different. They didn't follow that status quo. And we didn't see it then, but you can see it now. So when I look at some of the young men that I've heard in these spaces, that literally it's almost robotic to me. That some of the talking points that some of these young men have based off of some of the content creators and influencers that have influenced them to the point it's almost robotic in their talking point.
And also too, like, because I also have a show called Access Entertainment, and that I started some years ago. I'm on episode 18 right now, and I'm actually going to be interviewing other people, and I feel that everybody. I feel like at other people, I'm like, why does everybody look the same, act the same, talk the same?
Yo, what's up, dog?
Yo, what's going on with my brother, man?
What's up, Mike?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mike, hold on for a minute, because Chris was still talking. Hold on for a second.
No, but I'm gonna just make a quick story. Like we were back in school where everybody's like, "You get Jordans, you get Jordans." I got made fun of because I was the only person who didn't have Jordans, so like, or some type of name brand clothing. I'm like, I'd rather save my money than to waste all my money on one piece of clothing. And yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, I gotta welcome Syra and I gotta welcome Mike into the panel. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. You guys already know what the title is. Respect means disrespect will not be tolerated. And so far, the things that we cover up, besides our personal lives, we cover up social media topics because we feel like, sometimes, and this is just both. I talk about the men and a little bit about the women, but I feel like mostly the men tend to be kind of hostile when it comes to their disrespect, and then women could be a little bit passive, but I feel like men kind of prolong the disrespect, and I feel like it runs people away. So the number two, and before I get to you, Sarah, and I'm gonna get to you, Mike, I want to get Queen a chance to talk because she haven't got a chance to say anything yet. Queen, are you still here?
Yeah, I am, but you can let them go first. I'm good.
Queen, what's up?
Okay,
Queen?
okay.
What's up, Queen?
What's
all
up?
right.
Chip.
DJ Eddie Kane, are you okay with me allowing the guys to go first?
Yeah. No problem.
Okay, no problem. And also, welcome back, Sophia. All right, so
Sophia, hey, woman, how you doing?
You missed my singing debut. Like I said, I wasn't OG Patrice, but I gave people the right to use their mute button.
Right. Well, Sophia, I'm glad that you came back because now we're on the number two question. I'm gonna get to Syra first, and I'm gonna get to Mike second, and Sophia, I'll get to you. But and actually, number three is definitely gonna be a good one. So number two is, should a content creator be treated in the same manner as a pastor, socialite, or politician? How should we treat our content creators or the people in the panel?
The question is for me?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that respect is earned? It's something that you earn. Nobody owes you nothing. So you kind of earn that respect or disrespect. I can respect you for being an elderly person, but I don't actually have to agree with everything you say because you're elderly, an old person. Okay. So if I don't believe in follow what you are saying, okay, I can respect what you do, but that doesn't mean that I will agree with everything you say.
Okay.
So respecting and agreeing is totally different, I think. So it depends. If the people like it, they can.
But what earns that type of respect? Because if respect is earned, what, in your personal opinion, and hopefully I'm asking the question correctly, but in your opinion, what are the requirements of a person to earn your respect, regardless of age?
Everything starts with respect. So in order for you to respect someone, you kind of like, if you are demanding respect, you should respect the others. So if you're disrespecting certain circle or genders or groups, obviously right there you're disrespecting someone. So that group specifically is not going to respect you because you disrespected them. So for someone to respect you, you got to respect.
Okay. And then someone says, this is why I said you shouldn't care about respect. Should you not care about a person's respect? No?
I mean, if you respect people, you're going to be respected. I don't, even if someone tries to come and disrespect me, I will not disrespect them back. The disrespect talks and says more about that person and how they are, it will not get me out
Mhm.
of my zone. So, I will still respect the person. I don't agree with what you're saying. You're the one disrespecting me. So,
Okay.
that's the idea. Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you for answering, Sire. Okay, Mike, I'm going to get to you. Welcome, Wally. Thank you for tuning in. I know you have a lot to say because I know you were saying something in the chat. So, but I'm going to get to you after Sophia. Okay. Mike. Okay, what do you think about number 2? How do you feel about a content creator being treated in the same manner as the ones that I listed? Pastor, socialite, politician.
I mean, hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, there's a lot of noise in the background though.
Yeah, yo, that's Mimsy Leonard's watching a movie, bro. I don't know how to get rid of that background noise though. I'm gonna be honest. I've tried to cancel it out. I think she's gonna lower it a little bit. It's been messing with my mouth. It's making my mouth move and making these eyes all shifty. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so
You have noise suppression. Sorry.
So yo, pastors and shit, right? Yeah, I know that people hold them in esteem, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone holds them in esteem. I think that certain people are gonna hold a pastor in esteem for what he says, and then other people would hold, you in higher esteem than that pastor, because that pastor, might not know what he's talking about. So, as far as the churches and followings, right? You could get people to follow you and esteem you if you saying anything. There's all kinds of crazy cults that exist and shit, and they got plenty of people who will esteem them. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't necessarily matter, right? So as content creators, I feel like we should be treated just as human beings, right? But at the same time, you could see that we're trying to do something, right? So if anybody as a human being is trying to do something, right, you should have respect for that, whatever they're doing. If you're walking down the block and there's some guy, he's drawing with chalk on the floor. Let's say he's crazy and he's just a crackhead and he's drawing some shit on the floor with chalk. Don't walk on his fucking drawing just because he's fucking drawing some shit. You know what I mean? People don't understand a very simple logic. It's you go and step on somebody's shit that they're drawing, they might get up and fucking shank you with a rusty shiv. It might happen. So have respect.
All right, well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Lady Sophia, I'm going to get to you, and I'm going to get to Wally afterwards. But can you answer number 2?
Yes, sir, I can. With a content creator, I think it's a level of respect that you should go, because you're coming there with the intent to learn something or to share something. And so you should have that. Nobody should have to tell you when to and when not to have respect. If I go to Saida's house and OG's house, OG Patrice's house, if I go to your house, M3, I wouldn't disrespect Mrs. M3. I wouldn't disrespect Eddie King or Mike or Wally's house. So when you and definitely wouldn't come to Queen house or whatever. You just have to have the mentality to where, so you're going someplace and you should expect wholesome, mature conversation or dealings. As far as politician, we're gonna leave the politicians and the car salesmen alone and everything or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? When it comes to them, I'd rather not compare them to y'all, because I see a lot of fault and a lot of pastors and politicians and so on. I see y'all and everything. I see somebody who, has an agenda. They have an agenda, and like I said, you want either, some conversation. You don't want people coming with a pitchfork and crossbows and everything and torches. You just want to have some conversation and you want to get some knowledge. And I'm not going to be able to learn anything from you, M3, or tell you something if I'm just, cussing and hollering. That's a good way to get tossed out by your belt buckle.
Thank
That's
you,
all I gotta
Lady.
say.
Thank you, Lady Sophia. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lady Sophia.
Wally.
And three, what they do?
Say again, Wally.
No, I'm saying what's going on, man.
Hey,
Nothing
Wally.
much, Wally.
What's up?
What's up, Wally?
What's going on?
All right.
What's going on, everyone?
Now, Wally, I would probably would actually answer number 2, but I know you had something to say as far as your ideology as far as respect. Because I think you said respect is not given or earned, but you said it's taken. Do you mind if you elaborate that for us?
Well, you know what? Sure, I'll do that, and I'll start answer number 2. My thing is because we always talk, okay, right? So there's always a conversation of respect, no matter what, right? But my thing is, you can sit here and say it's earned, right? So that means you have to do something to earn it. But my thing is, okay, well, what do these men got to do to earn respect? Let's keep it. But what these men got to do to earn respect? Because my thing is, even which way, if you tell me right now, right, the way I'm gonna give respect to a woman is gonna be different than what a woman would probably give to a man, or as you as a man giving to another man would be different as far as, however it is, right? Because it's neither respect is earned or given. But my thing is, regardless if it's earned or given, well, who does the earning, who does giving? Because my thing is this, okay, if it's earned, then you have to do something to earn something, correct? That means through actions of something you have to commit, right? But my thing is, okay, so if I'm looking at this person, what actions have this person done for me to give him respect? Because now you have to ask questions to figure that out. So my thing is, where that comes from, right? You got that. That's something for the person to deal with amongst themselves. I don't got no time to really elaborate because I can go everywhere. But and then even then, let's be real, no one's not giving respect to anybody ultimately, unless that's based upon respect for your elders and all that stuff in the simple sense. So in most cases, most respect is mostly earned, right? Okay. But even then, I'm gonna be honest with you at this point, based upon how you guys are talking about amongst, the relationship topics or whatnot, and what's going on here with certain content creators and people following him. At this point, for me, the way I look at it, it doesn't really matter it doesn't really matter if you get it, if you earn it, or you've been given respect. Because at the end of the day, it's what difference does it matter? Love you, hate you, it won't make no damn difference. You just neither gonna still be you. Because let's be real, respect starts at self, with your damn self first and foremost, right?
Okay. And
until you have that for yourself, who else is gonna respect you? So once again, for me, honestly, I look at it it's gonna come to an end where people just don't give a fuck what people think. I respect me, that's cool with me, I'm gonna keep the fuck going on. You neither gonna follow me or you ain't. And if you don't, you better be able to survive. And the reason why I put that taboo of kings and rulers, why they don't care, is because, let's be real, you looking for survival, who are you to choose? You need to choose to follow under me, or you're going to be out there squirming. Or you need to get you, or, well, I don't want to say it, but, you probably get your head sliced off. So, you know what I'm saying? But, so that's why I don't care. That's why I said it like that, because in the same sense, because out here, we always want to talk about, well, women will more likely respect survivability, whatever a man has that keeps her in a state of survival or protection, right? But my thing is, a ruler can do the same thing. He doesn't give a frick about your respect. You either going to respect him or not. And he can still do the same thing. So, but I get it, that's different from where you guys are going with it. I just threw that in there for the taboo of it all.
No, I appreciate that, and thank you, Wally. Shout outs to Dub Nation Warriors, aka Marcus. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. Warriors, baby. Let's go.
Yes.
Champions,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's get it.
Hey, shout out to the promo department. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Shout out to everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. It's all, we're just having a respectful conversation. Respectfully.
Disgusting.
Hey, Marcus, how are you?
Real quick, everyone, right? Okay, Queen and DJ Eddie. I know we've been like, on number 2, but I know number 3 is a little bit more juicier. Now, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Do you guys want to answer number 2, or do you guys want to be the ones to start off by answering number 3? You pick and choose, DJ Eddie and Queen.
I'm gonna go with number 3 because we've been on number 2 for too long.
Right. Queen, you okay with that? Number 3?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm glad you're awake. Number 3. I'm gonna start with you, DJ Eddie. Okay.
No, the ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay, Queen, I'm gonna start with you then. All right, and then I'll get to the women, and I'll get to the guys. Queen, number 3 is: have you dealt with disrespect on social media as a viewer or content creator?
No, because I don't care what these people on here think. So
okay,
they
that's what I'm talking about.
disrespecting themselves, not me.
Okay. This might flow by a little quick. Y'all can choose it as a yes or a no, or y'all can tell a little bit of your story. But Sarah, have you dealt with disrespect?
Me. It's on me.
Oh, you said ladies first. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you said ladies first. I thought you were talking about all the ladies. Okay.
No. I'm after Quick.
Okay.
That's right,
yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you for making it clear. I'll get to you guys in a minute. Sorry about that.
Respectful to the other women. Respectfully, it's my turn. I just wanted to say that. Now, have I dealt with? Yes and no. Yes. It was a point in time that I was furious. Was a few people in the chat was just talking smack, and then I was angry. You see me angry, Mr. Best. Y'all see me. So I had to get used to it. So what I did was I went to another panel where it was way more disrespect. So I went over there to the other panel and I got used to the other panel. So now it's like when I come back here, it don't really faze me.
Right.
So it's a yes and no.
Yes and okay. All right. Well, thank you, DJ Eddie.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to mention, right? Because since we're almost at a full panel, I want to definitely. Well, no. Now we're at a full panel. We have Mr. Best in the World. I want to make sure that we kind of get this through. Damn, I might have to make this like 1 minute though. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
So number 3 is: have you guys ever dealt with disrespect on social media? All right, I'm gonna go with the ladies, right? Okay, Queen, I know we already got to you. So, Sarah, Sophia, OG Patrice, and then we'll get to the gentleman. All right, so Sarah, are you able to answer number 3 in 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Have I seen content that is disrespectful? Yes. Have I personally felt disrespected by someone directly to me? No.
Okay. All right. Nice. All right. Lady Sophia.
Yes, I the only platform where I have received it was on O'Shea Duke Jackson's platform. And it was just 2 gentlemen. It's like, you don't like us, you capping, you tell us that, if nobody ever said they love you, then, so I love you. Well, what if we don't want your love and everything? And they have a right to their opinion, but it did hurt my feelings. But the cool part about it is that it was 2, some brothers who, stood up for me. And they was like, she always do
I got
this.
love
She
for you,
always do
Sophia.
that. So say that again, Marcus.
I said I got love for you, Sophia.
I love you back, baby. But the fact that I'm gonna leave the rest of my seconds. You gonna sing that lullaby?
Real quick, Sophia, right? Let me ask you just one last question, and then and I'll move on to the next people. Did this happen on? So this happened. You was on their panel when this was said.
He did something, and it was just a comment. But I had he was one of the first when I first got on YouTube a little over a year ago. He was one of the first, so I think like about the 12th person that I subscribed to and everything, so got a shirt. And so, so I was like, so I always, promote this. Thank you for, my shirt and everything or whatever. But the guys were like really hating. And I was like, well, if you don't want me here, then I'll be quiet. And the men were like, no, you stay here. And they were like, and we're going to tell, if O'Shea Duke Jackson don't want her here, he can say it. This is not your platform. We refuse to let you take over this man's platform. And it felt good that, they didn't go with the stream of negativity. And it made me feel good. The flip side of it is that I didn't stay on his platform because I know that it was haters. I've never had that anywhere else. I doubt I'll have it here. But, all of that, that negativity, pretty much, I had to, bow down from that.
Well, thank you for answering like Lady Sophia. OG Patrice. I know you already know the question.
Yeah.
I think I probably know the answer.
OG Patrice.
Of course, absolutely. I have. And this is why I say once it happens to me one time, I choose not to share panels and be on platforms where I'm sharing panels with people that do that, because I don't want to allow a second time for that to happen. So, because I'm basically like, if it happened one time, dog bite me once, it's the dog fault. But dog bite me twice, it's my fault. So I just choose not to be in spaces where that's allowed to continue to happen to me, and I won't share platforms with people that has disrespected me. I don't have to. I don't have to get up on a platform and listen to you disrespect me. Listen to you call me names. Listen to you lie on me. Listen to you just be totally disrespectful and degrading. And of course, that has happened to me more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, more than 4 times, more than 5 times. So, and these are people that I choose to not ever. I don't ever plan on being on a platform with them ever again, and that's just my choice.
Yeah. Thank you, OG Patrice.
OG. Amen.
No. We're not doing that.
All right, I got you, my bad.
But I gotta welcome Simon Hectic. Thank you, Simon, for tuning in. Simon, I will get to you after when I go through my rounds with. Oh, actually, I don't know. Okay, no, I got the ladies already. Marcus, you're up next, right? And then I'll get to you, Wally, and then Simon, I'll get to you. So go ahead, Marcus. I'll give you 1 minute.
All right, I'll make this quick. I never got directly disrespected like that. Man, I did, but I'm not gonna cry about it. But however, there was a person that got disrespected in front of me, and I felt disrespected because that person got disrespected. And it was when a person came on a panel and disagreed with someone's opinion and said respectfully from the bottom of his heart, you disgusted him. That person was disrespected.
So we break that up, huh?
Yeah, I felt disrespect because that individual knows who they are, and that's why I keep coming back here out of respect. That's
respectfully.
Yeah, disgrace.
But you know what? I take no offense on what he said. It was all entertainment, and I enjoyed it. Respectfully. Thank you, Mark.
That's it.
Okay. Wally, I'm gonna get to you, sir. All right, Wally. In 1 minute, describe. Have you ever dealt with disrespect on social media as a viewer or content creator?
As a viewer, Yeah, as a viewer, possibly, but I don't really care to remember. And then as a content creator, not directly, but for people that I have on my panel that were attacked, yes.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for sharing, Wally. So I'm Hectic. Salute, sir.
Yo, can you hear me?
Simon.
You all right?
I can hear you.
We get you, Simon. Yeah.
Simon has
to the
a
panel.
Salute.
Thank you.
Salute,
Salute.
Hey,
Simon,
Simon.
as a content creator, have you? Oh, I almost forgot about Mike too, though. But don't worry, I'm gonna get to you, Mike, after this. I don't think he answered number 3 yet. Have you dealt with disrespect on social media as a viewer or content creator? You got 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it all comes in different ways, and I think people just need to reach out to people. Sometimes like things could be misconstrued, like because we're all seeing avatars and digital stuff, footprints, whatnot, and we just make our own minds up about stuff until you actually sort of speak to someone. You don't really know what the hell's going on, to be honest. It's like sending an email or something, like at work. You know what I mean? With your work colleague, you got to work with them. We're gonna have to work together. Yeah. So it is what it is. And once you learn that, then maybe we can move forward. And that's what I'm about, really, just moving forward. But yeah.
All right, thank you, Simon. Appreciate that. Okay, Mike, I'm gonna get to you. Then after Mike, then Mr. Best in the World. Wait, DJ, yeah, because DJ, can you already answer number 3? Mike, have you ever dealt with? Well, I know this, but have you ever dealt, just for the sake of it, disrespect on social media?
What was you saying? I'm
have
sorry,
you ever,
bro.
No, you're good. Have you dealt with disrespect as a content creator and viewer too?
Well, I've had people call me the devil, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can say that disrespect is a common occurrence when you make content. You know what I mean? Because you could say almost anything and it's going to be some asshole that hates you because of it. You know what I mean? Like any statement you can imagine, someone doesn't agree with you. So when you put yourself out on the internet, right? That happens. But we can't really get ourselves tied up with these, you know what I'm saying, trolls and these haters. Because, like, you got to realize, like, you might even be, like, sitting on there and have somebody hating on you that's, like, 7, 8. You know what I mean? Got his phone. He's like, fuck you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Now, on the panels, yeah, I've had some limited disrespect situations. And, you know, I usually follow up with my own disrespect. And then, you know, that's how it is. I mean, as a grown-ass man, there's certain shit, like, you ain't gonna let rock, right?
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oops,
yeah, and the thing is, sometimes they don't understand. Sometimes when you match their energy with the same energy, right?
Yeah, because I'm all cool and collect. You know, I'm just a bunny rabbit cartoon. You know what I'm saying? But like, somebody want to fuck around, they might have to find out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. Well, thank you, Mike, for answering that. Mr. Best in the World.
The
Best in the world.
Manager of knowledge and relationship.
Thank you.
Best in the world. You haven't got a chance to answer like any of the questions, which I know we're moving on for.
It's funny because I wrote all the questions. So.
Right. I was like, where you been? Best in the world.
Nah, my computer shut down. I had to do an update out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. And
yeah.
I downloaded our video game that we all gonna play together, and then before that, I forgot I had to do an update on this on my computer, a Windows update. Yeah, when you gotta do this Windows update, you gotta do them more.
Bro,
it's gonna shut down.
You remember what happened to me like last time? I had to wait for like 15 minutes.
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah, best of all, I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes, man.
What game you playing, bro?
Now you give me a minute. Give me a minute.
No.
Are we playing
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, Team Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. That's all I need. All I need is a minute. That's it.
Yo, I'm Raphael, man. Y'all gotta be somebody
yeah,
else.
Get out of here.
Yo, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yes, I have dealt with disrespect. Yeah, I have dealt with disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And I've returned the favor. At times I've let it go. It all depends.
He said, "Return the favor."
I mean,
I like that. Return the favor. I like that.
Yes, at times I've had to do
that's
that.
the word. You're cutting off.
I'm cutting off. What about now? I think I'm back now. I think I'm good.
You good now?
Yeah, I've had to return the favor at times. And,
Mm-hmm.
say different things, but I try to really keep the disrespect, minimal, because I will take it all the way to 1,000,000,000%. Forget 100%. I'll go 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000% if I have to. You know what I mean? So I try not to do that. You know what I mean? As a content creator, I know that I want to create a certain type of content. I want to be respectful. I want to be loving. Simon, I just seen you turn on that camera. I want to say something to Simon so bad, but I don't want to say it. I want to make a joke, but I'm not going to say the joke.
No, do that. Do that.
I'm not.
Do that.
Don't too loud, buddy.
I want to, man, but not anyway. Yeah, and but I try not to return the favor. I try to be bigger than that. But the thing is, just certain things just off limits. Like family's off limits, personal life is off limits. You know what I mean? And then trying to turn my platform into an issue is definitely off limits because I'm not having it. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have the last question. All right. And after that, then we can rock out however y'all want to. But I know after this, man, I'm gonna be on the sticks. All right, with me and my PlayStation. But anyways, number 4 is what rules should be followed on social media as a viewer or content creator? All right. For the ones who probably don't really have your own platforms, if you did have a platform, what rules would you set? I'm gonna go with. Oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna go with the ladies real quick. So I'm gonna start with Lady Sophia, okay, Sarah, OG Patrice, and then we're gonna bring Queen back, okay? Lady Sophia, what rules will you set or should be followed on social media as a viewer or content creator?
For the viewers, do unto others as you should have them do unto you. Some quick and simple. We learned that in school. So as a grown-up, you should definitely have that, chiseled in you. As a content creator, just, keep the toxicity at a minimum.
Okay. Salute, Miss She Said. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Sarah. Okay. What rules should be followed on social media as a viewer or content creator?
Well, each app has their own terms and conditions to start with. So I will follow those rules, with the terms and conditions that each app has.
If you were a content creator, Sarah, right? What rules would you set in place?
You said as a content creator or as a viewer, so it's both. Again, even if I was a content creator, if you don't follow the terms and conditions, YouTube cancels you or will block you or whatever you call it. So you have to follow terms and conditions. That's what I'm saying. Logic, right? But besides that, personally, if you ask me personally, well, usually I don't, and these are kind of my rules. If I put a location, it's not immediate. It's not immediately. Like if I am somewhere, I don't put my location while I'm there. Like I will post a picture later and add the location, but once I'm not there. So
wait, what?
That's one of my rules.
Okay. I get what you mean. Your own personal rules.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me elaborate a little bit, right? if you were a content creator, forget about the YouTube rules, right? If you was to host a panel, what will be your rules to make sure the people that come into your platform will feel respected and protected?
Okay, so now makes sense. The rules for people to participate and all that. So thank you for the clarification on the question. I would say everyone treats each other with respect. Like no need to disrespect no one, no over talking. Only one person speaks at a time. Raise your hand if you want to say something or make a sign, smoke, or whatever. Throw some signs or whatever. Cameras on at all time, because to me feels weird that some people are seen, some others are not. So if you want to be on, we need to see you, because body language matters and all that to me personally. What else? No inappropriate language. And that's pretty much what I can think of right now.
Okay. I respect that. Thank you, sir. OG Patrice. Okay. If you were the one that was running all this, what would be your rules?
As a content creator, I definitely would demand everyone to respect each other. And the minute that does not happen, then I will deal with that accordingly. But I would have a set rule of, respect each other as you want to be respected. And I don't mind us having a healthy debate and agreeing to disagree. But I would definitely, it would have to be in a healthier dialogue than most of the times of what I see on these platforms. And she's right, have to respect a person when they're talking and not over talking them. And I've been bad at that myself and trying to get better at that. But because we know sometimes people will interject. Now, just interjecting sometimes basically it's okay. That happens in general conversation. But definitely for me, respect will be like the number one thing that I would demand. And even in myself as a content creator, I'm not going to disrespect nobody. I don't want anybody to disrespect me. But if you are my subscriber, I'll consider you as like a guest in my house. I'm not going to let no one else come in my house and you as a guest and disrespect another guest in my house. That's how I'm going to look at that. You treat your subscribers as your guests that come to your house to get a specific thing from you. So it will be wrong of me to allow Sophia to disrespect Queen and allow Queen to disrespect Sophia in my house. I'm not going to tolerate that, because both of them are my guests, and then who's ever disrespected who, I'm going to have to check them and say, no, you cannot, this is not what we doing over here. And if they don't like that, they can like it or lump it. That's basically how I would run it if I was a content creator. And even as a viewer, as I view and see a lot of disrespect in the chat from people and on the panel for people, I don't like it, but I can't say much because I'm not a content creator, but I've sit and watch other content creators allow it to happen to guests on their platforms for no reason at all. They allow it to happen in the chat. They allow it to happen on the platform. And as a guest, I can't say much because it's not my platform. People do what they want to do on their platform, but they allow it all the time. I see it happening all the time. They allow the disrespect.
Thank you, OG Patrice. You guys are having some good points. I'm liking this. Queen, are you here? Queen, are you back? Okay, I think she stepped away, so we're gonna have to skip her. Okay, fellas, we'll start from I'm gonna start with damn. Sorry, I put it in order. I'm gonna start with Wally. Wally. Okay. What What rules should be followed on social media as a viewer or content creator?
As far as rules, I mean, respect for the host, respect for the guests that come onto the panel, respect for the people that are inside the chat. Also, depending on the atmosphere and what your platform is based upon, watch out for your language and choose your words wisely. Let's see what else. And try to be civil as possible. That's how much as I can give. Because mostly everything else was pretty much said. So, yeah.
All right, thank you, Wally. Okay, Marcus, are you here? Okay, good.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
just make sure. Okay, now I know you're not a person like a content creator, but if you
Nope.
had your own platform, respectfully, what rules should be followed on your social media platform?
Obviously, like everybody's been saying it, treat everybody with respect. If someone's talking, if everybody can mute your mics, maybe that'll be helpful. That way, it kind of stops somebody from thinking of interjecting, or at least respects the person that's going to be talking. Also, I think it's important to vet people that you'll have on your panels, because you never know, someone can go off the rails, and especially if you're already monetized, if you have sponsorships, endorsements, AdSense, everything. Because I know a lot of huge content creators that have hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, and being up with them, talking with them, they say, if you want to treat this like a business, be careful, because they will look into your history. And then obviously, just be chill, like have a chill environment, have a chill personality, if that's who you are. And just have a wide variety. It doesn't have to be a debate. It could be free flowing. It could be chill. It could be anything from sports to relationships, educational, etc. So, basically it. That's it.
All right, well, that's what's up, Marcus. Thank you. All right. So, Simon, as a content creator, what are your rules?
I basically agree with Wally. to put it short, I agree with Wally, because it really depends what you're trying to do. Everyone has their own platform, so if you have a platform, that's a privileged position. To be fair, if people are coming up, if people are supporting you, people are rocking with you, yeah, you can vet them. You never know what's going to happen. Everyone's got free will, but it really depends on what you're trying to put out there. If you've got a certain format and everyone's cool with that and everyone understands that, then that's right. Obviously, some people are going to come in and try and pull some left stuff, but you're going to have you're going to have some sort of policies and procedures in place to deal with that. It's like anything. Like when we go into work, that's how it is. Like if someone tries to pull some left stuff, that's what happens. You get disciplined. So, but overall, I think Wally just laid it down, and that's how I deal with my stuff. Like in terms of the people that I rock with, and I'm grateful for that. You live and learn, like yourself, like M3, the way you sort of put things across, I've learned from you. So it is what it is. But other people might deal with things differently. I don't know what their topics and subjects are, because some people have some wayward subjects out there. Do you get what I'm saying? So it may not be that straightforward in terms of how they want to bring people on and all the rest of it. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Hold on. I forgot to turn my mic on. Mike,
Yo.
All right.
Yo.
Oh, so as a content creator, what's your rules and regulations?
I mean, I'm pretty loose, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm about truth seeking. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really limit what people say. I'll give someone all the opportunity they want to embarrass themselves publicly, and then like the way I kind of secure my panel. For the most part, like the people that come on the panel, like we know each other, and if someone comes on there on some crazy shit, like we'll straight abuse you off the panel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Respectfully.
Gang shit. You know what I mean? Like just,
Yeah.
just, you know what I mean? Okay, we'll run you off the block, bro. Like we ain't.
Also, can I make a quick tip? A thing that helps is having a shield up when you bring people up. A shield that helps a lot.
Yeah, I've been getting dick bombed lately, bro. So, keep out for them dudes.
Sorry about that.
Watch out for those guys right there, man.
Yeah, they're the worst. Can't have no conversation with them, bro. They just come right on and they just come out with it. Like,
yeah, you gotta. I think this kind of goes back to why Sarah Pride. Well, I'm for sure that wasn't the intention because of that, but to have like people cam up, I think that would probably be like another good way, a good reasoning. I'll just add on to that. Besides just seeing people's facial expressions, and I think it gives like a lot of viewership too when the majority of people do have their cameras on. That's just my opinion. That's all I'm just gonna say. And I'm going to just pass it to DJ Eddie King.
Yeah, pretty much what Mike said. My platform would just, let everybody be free to say what they want to say, just don't say the things that they know that they should be saying, pretty much. And that's pretty much it, Of course, you can, so you got to respect your brothers, you got to respect your sisters. Yeah, definitely. And that's it.
Okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Look at everybody all camped. Well, at least the top rows cammed up. That's what I'm talking about. Now,
I had my puppet on earlier. You know what I'm saying? I had my puppet. That's my new puppet.
Your new puppet?
Yeah,
bro. Actually, it was a good puppet though.
That's my new puppet. It's the rabbit, right? And you know what I mean? Stay tuned. You might see some new content coming out from me and my boys. You know what I'm saying? We putting together a little joint, possibly coming out this weekend. Possibly a show called Space Jail. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that sounds good. I'll be looking into that.
Now, Wally, I know you had. Let me bring up a little bit. Wally, you said you had one more thing that you would like to say, so I'll give you the opportunity to kind of. And I'll give you.
One more thing I would say was sorry about that.
You good?
One thing I would also add is if you got mods, hopefully you talk to them and you force some bylaws of how you want the chat to go down. If anything goes down, if you're not paying attention to the chat.
Yep, facts.
That's actually a great idea, Wally. I think a lot of content creators are not having that conversation with they mods, and they just kind of letting it be willy nilly out here.
But yeah, that's definitely like a good point, Wally, because I sometimes forget that we do have people that we assign as mods, like moderators, but the majority of the time when we try and keep the chat in control, like we're like kind of doing it on our own, where we got to time people out, block people, or just put them on ice for a minute. But yeah, it's a lot easier when you have when you communicate with your mods. That's the thing. We need to communicate with our mods and let them know, like, mods, if you're still in here, and somebody's being unruly in the chat or saying things that's offensive, do not be afraid to time those people out. Sorry, you had your hand up, so I'll let you go next. Let me remove it.
One thing that I believe that it could help, and I'm just saying it from a teacher's perspective, because you want to have like people engaged. People want to get engaged. Like that's why people is here, and they stay in the chat, engaging the conversation. and you want to make them part of the conversation, even though they are probably are not as brave to come up or whatever you want to call it. Engagement with the chat is good, but you have to make a rule like only specific comments will be put on the lower part. Like if it's a significant or like an actual good comment or something that is good, like just not just anything. If you're just arguing with someone in the chat and you're not saying, or it's just nonsense, you're obviously not going to make or bring that up. But if it's someone makes like a good, I don't know, input or something, or they give you good information, you put it in the chat, and that allows people, okay, you know what, I have to say something good, so it's
I see what
there.
you're talking about.
Because people really want to get engaged, but they have to know how to get engaged.
So I definitely appreciate your feedback, and especially with Wallace as well too. That is a good point. Like these are the things that I thought about
It's actually
too. Like,
it's a great point, actually.
It is a great point. And the thing I want to say too is I don't want, just because it's my platform as a content creator, I don't want it to be all swayed on just what I say it is. I want the opposing. I want the why you feel opposite the way I feel. If we said and had a persuasion, and that's another thing with influencers, is that it's because they want the influence of what only they ideology and belief is, and they oppose anything different from their own, and they get upset and mad when you challenge that. I would be that opposite person and say, okay, you don't agree with why you say what you say, and then let me think about what you say, and I may actually be in agreement to some things that you say as well. But if you have a person that only want to sway you and influence you only to what they believe, and you can't never have an opposing argument about it, that's a problem for me.
Yeah. Let me say this though. Those are good ideas to try to, make sure that you're running a positive live stream. But here's some pushback to this. There's one problem, okay? And usually this kind of ends off with, now we have to address the person in the chat and time this person out. Is because, let's say for instance, now when someone is like watching this platform, maybe from a different device, or from like a different streaming source. We stream from Twitch, a little bit of Facebook or whatever, and we stream primarily on YouTube. Now, let's say, for instance, if no one's really looking at chat, but they're watching us on the screen, okay? But the people, like you guys could see the comments. Or sometimes you guys could log into YouTube and you could kind of see who's saying what, about you. Now, the problem is, and this is what I try to encourage people in the panel, but this is why we have to set these rules, is because most likely 9 times out of 10 people on the panel are reading the comments at the same time while you're still talking. And if someone is saying something that is hurtful, that's offensive or hurtful, then you are reacting. Let's just say, well, blah blah blah, oh, what the heck did you say, blah blah. Now we get the reaction without understanding, why did you react in this way? You was calm. Wait, hold on, Patrice. Like, you was calm. You went from 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah, I was 0 to 10, 0 to 100 real quick for some people, and now there's an argument involved. And so what I do because of that, I highlight what was being said, just like for any legality purposes, any proof or whatever, because people who are watching you, they look at, okay, this person just flipping out. But when you show like what was said, this shows, oh, now I understand why this person's flipping out. And then we have to address it.
I agree. And the reason why I said influencers you know, and viewers and subscribers or influencers have to be careful on what they're taking in and how they take it in. Just say, now these are people you don't even know. You just subscribe to this person. This person has influenced you in such a way. And then this, and I'm gonna give you a perfect example because this just happened to me recently, and I noticed that when this happened, that this will be totally somebody that don't know me, don't know anything about me, and I could be into it with somebody that they rock with, that they subscribe to, that they listen to, and they have been influenced by them. And because that person is mad and saying things about me, this said person that subscribe to them that don't know me is in the chat calling me all kind of names and talking about, now they don't know me from a can of paint, but because they listen to that influencer that's into it with me, that's the influence that person had on that person, that they literally don't like or choose to not like or call a person a name based off of what that person says about said person, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Man.
And I literally saw that happen. I was like, these people don't even know me. And they saying this like, but I get it. I said that's because they rock with this person. So when this person was saying stuff, it was like, yeah, she this and she that. I'm like, okay, I see how it goes, but whatever.
Can I say this real quick? Let me say this. Listen. Look, listen. And this is just. I'm not even gonna fair warning. This is what it is. I get a kick out of when people say something crazy in the chat because I will address it. I get a rush from that. So you say something crazy in the chat if you want to. I will air you out. Like I have no problem doing that. You hear me laughing because I really have no problem doing it. I actually love doing it. But yeah, and you could be trying to diss DJ Eddie, you could be trying to diss M3. I'm gonna address it because I just love doing that. All right, so do it if you want to, but I will air you out. And they know that. That's why DJ Eddie's laughing. I just love doing it, man. I just love doing it. You know what I'm saying? So just watch what you say because I will air you out, and I just love doing it. You know what I'm saying? I get a kick out of it. But. We never going to ignore the chat. None of that. I don't do like that other networks do. I'm not ignoring the chat. Because, you know, we love the chat. The chat is a part of our community. You know, no disrespect to any other channel, but we love our chat. We implore them. But if you get disrespectful anywhere, I will let you know. You know what I mean? If you get disrespectful on the panel, I definitely going to let you know. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And it don't matter if you're, I don't care if you're a male or a female. It don't matter to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's the point. Like, basically, it's like, okay, try to have an incentive. So if you want to have, like, you know, chat control, but that's why Wally brought up mentioning about the mods. You know, the mods should be the ones that's in place that when you see something unruly, you remove like those negative comments about so and so. If there's something that's slanderous,
unruly.
yeah, you know. Sometimes if Marcus getting unruly, like, you know, in the comments and he just talking about a bunch of gibberish, you know, you gotta remove that. You know, put the cuffs on him.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And you got some people that come in chats just to do just that, to wreak havoc. That's why they call trolls, right?
I got you next, sire. Yeah.
They come to troll and say a bunch of stuff and wreak havoc in your chat and to they can actually distract you from what your panel conversation is about.
Right. And you don't allow those distractions to happen. Sire, I know you had your hand up, so I'm gonna allow you to go next.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, have you seen that some of the bigger platforms or, you know, groups that they even have people paying to be shown there? There is a need for, like, these are like, treat them like customers, you know, like, they have a need to be seen, to show there. They are paying just for their message to be posted there. Hey, highlight me, you know, hey, I made a contribution of money. Look at me, I'm a badass, right? Sorry, my French. But you know, some people do that, but you have to have rules. Like, you know, you can only do that if it's I mean, the comments are for free, but the highlights there is a rule: good contributions, like people that are actually saying something, to help, not just to destroy no one. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, that's what I think that we're here for, right?
Well, yeah, pretty much. You know what? Let me ask you this question. And maybe this is like an integrity type of question, but you mentioned about like, okay, I think from what I heard, like you said something about like if people pay to have their comments highlighted, which is as known as super chats. So let's just say in a scenario like this, how would I'm gonna put you in a box, Sarah, right? If you're running your own network and you are, YouTube is paying you, let's say you're monetized. So you're making money off of super chats. People are donating, but they're donating because they want to be heard, like you said. The baddie or whatever. So what if they're donating you top dollars, like $1,000, $200, $300, $500, but those comments are negative?
They're not there.
So
you think of your time.
This is about ethics. You said it's about integrity. It's integrity. Your morals, your values are the ones that represent you here and wherever you are.
But in these YouTube streets, most part that integrity and all that gonna go out the window for that money. It just is.
Much.
It's gonna go out the window.
I was gonna play the heaven music. Okay, but at least we know that it's Sarah has like some type of integrity. So salute to you, Sarah, for your response. I just wanted to know. Most folks would just be like, like screw it, and they're just gonna just highlight whatever. But yeah, I definitely see that if you're really trying to keep things, well, here's the thing. In this channel, nothing's gonna be. We try to keep it balanced, but nothing is ever gonna be like, what I mean? Nothing's ever gonna just be like flowers, candy, roses, and chocolates every single night. Sometimes we're gonna have to talk about the things that y'all people are the most, are uncomfortable with. And sometimes it may offend women. It's gonna offend, sensitive internet men, feminists, manosphere guys, wherever the case is. Because we're really not neither one of those channels. You know what I mean? We're not a manosphere channel. We're not a feminist channel. We're just a channel that just likes to just talk about things that's going on and speak up on some social issues that most people are afraid to talk about. But we still have to follow YouTube's guidelines, so we still have to keep it clean. So that's where you got to place the rules and all that, and make sure that we keep a well-balanced live stream. So yeah.
And wasn't there a well-known content creator that had a platform for many, many years that is no longer on YouTube now because of the buffoonery and the disrespect and degrading? It had reached such a height to where it just totally got out of hand. And even YouTube itself said no more. Now we got to take you down. Didn't that just happen recently to someone?
I think he's still up. I think he's still around.
Well, I heard he had got taken away, and unless he built a new thing, he's back. But this person had lost a channel for a minute there, And I think I think the more YouTube is cracking down on things, and I think that a lot if a lot of more people. If a lot of more people continue to allow certain disrespects, and this is the thing about disrespect, when people push that envelope, they're going to push it to see how far they can go. And they just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And if you continue to let it go and let it go and let it go, it's literally going to be turned into just something that is so toxic. And then you have to ask yourself, is this what you really about as a content creator? Do you really want this for your channel and your channel to be known for this? because that's what his channel was known for, that, right? If you wanted that type of that, and that was a whole nother level of disrespect and degrading on his channel, this person I'm talking about. But that only lasts for so long, because I believe now if he does have another channel up, it's got to be another set of rules and regulations he got to abide to, because he's skating on thin ice right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
No,
I know who you. I know who you're talking about.
Wait. Y'all can just put in a private chat though. But
yeah, we don't say names on here.
Okay, I'll put it in a private chat.
Respectfully.
Yo, it's Voldemort, dog. You can't say his name, dog.
Say again?
Pretty much.
You gotta just everybody Voldemort. You know what I mean? You gotta just be like, yo, it's Voldemort, dog.
I'll just put it in the back chat. Now, does the content creator have another platform?
Yeah.
He's back. He's back.
Yep.
But is it on YouTube, or are you talking about the other platform? You know,
No, it's on YouTube, but
he's on all. He's on all.
But it's under different names though. He has a different name.
I've never seen him, bro.
Okay.
I don't even know who that is, bro.
I get Mr. Vahan Bryant. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Vahan Bryant.
Peace and blessings, sir. Thank you.
Vahan, if you could come up, brother, we appreciate you.
He said, I had got no rank or wrench in the chat. I'm just a guy here. Hold on. What's wrong?
But y'all know.
No, you do have a wrench. Okay.
Y'all know that channel was a hot mess, and it was a hot mess, and had been allowed to be a hot mess for a long time.
What channel?
The one I just put in that back. So I'm surprised.
Okay.
You know, y'all said he have another channel, so it's under another name.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
He has like about almost close to 100 channels by now.
100 what?
Probably.
Yep.
Wait, guys, hold on. Let me ask you guys this question. This is a question only for the ones who don't have their own specific channel, which is, well, you know, of course, Queen, she's part of us or whatever, right? We took her under, our wing. But OG Patrice, Marcus, and Sarah, have you ever thought about or even considered starting like your own YouTube channel? Or some other social media type of channel?
Yes.
Yes, Marcus?
Yep.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Why for Marcus, you say?
Who said why? Who said why?
Me.
It's a why for yes or no, but why for you though?
For me, anything from like sports, military, weapons, gun safety, history, cultures, also interviews, because I have a few interviews set up where I'm going to be jumping on certain people's panels that have good high subscriber accounts, and hopefully I'll network and I'll shout you guys out to make sure, hey, they want to come over and show you guys support, help you guys out as well, because I rock with this channel. But that's why it's all about that, so boom.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to that. So when you do start up, make sure that I'm the first person to subscribe to your channel. Just so I can say as I was the first one that was there.
You want to brag? You want bragging rights? Oh, I got you.
I was there. Okay.
That you were.
Yeah. Sorry, you kept shaking your head. I don't know if you was dancing or not, but
man, but
No.
if it was a no.
You said, man, what? How? He said, Eddie is funny.
Yeah, no, I said no.
Okay, why?
I think it's for me. I don't think it's for me. It requires too much time. I don't have the time for it.
But see, that's what a lot of people said back then. And then, 3 or 4 months later, they're now like YouTube stars.
I mean, if it's guaranteed that I'm gonna be that, and I don't have to go through the entire process, like, yeah.
Oh no, baby, ain't no easy road.
I'm telling you, I don't have the
Unless you
time.
go
I cannot pause my life, and I have a busy agenda, so I cannot pause that to dedicate. Like right now, I'm here because I'm not going to the gym tomorrow morning. That's the only reason why, to be honest. But if I was going to the gym, I have to get up early, then I have to go to bed early. So I'm not going to pause my entire routine, So no, it requires a lot of time. So I respect the dedication and time that you invest into this, but no, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay. Well, let me ask you one last question, and I'm getting to like OG Patrice and Queen. No, sorry, Queen's in our relationships, but if you, okay, the last question is this, and I will ask you the same thing too, OG Patrice. Now, if you was to join on a platform, like a big platform, and they like maybe whatever intellect that you carry to the platform, and they're willing to pay you, will you make that your home?
You cannot make it your own if it belongs to someone else, right?
Okay, well, in America, like, we kind of
basically you're an employee.
It's a figure of speech,
Did you say make it your own or make it your home?
Your home, like,
your
my
home
is your home.
Your home. Okay, I thought you said your own. If they pay me, I think I could try to make a space like in my agenda.
How much you paying, M3? How much you paying?
I'm not talking about, look, I said big platform. We're not a big platform yet. Slow down.
Yeah, we ain't get there yet, baby.
There's other people that have offered to pay me and they just say it, but they don't do it. So I'm like, okay, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I understand. I understand that. I mean, if you're not monetized yet, like, why are you even offering this type of deal? Like, why? No.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, sir. All right. Miss OG Patrice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I thought about it. But I'm like the young lady. How do you pronounce your name? Sierra.
Sire.
I'm noticing it is so time consuming, and I know me. I'm a perfectionist, so I would have to dedicate so much time into it for it to be the way I would want it to be. But I know if I did have my own platform at channel, it will be totally the opposite of what I see. I would totally just interview like a lot of my celebrity friends and talk about what they got going on. They live, tell stories about they famous relatives, answer questions to to chat and invite some panel up, like fun stuff like that, where they can actually learn a lot of history about some of their favorite artists, people I work with in the industry, things they always maybe want to know or ask about. I would do that because I see enough of the other stuff, right? So I would do something totally different than what I see in the YouTube streets now, if I did just choose to do that. Yeah, but my own, I thought about it, but then I was like, oh, hell no, because that's too time consuming, because I done already started back performing too. So it's like, nah, I ain't gonna have time to do that. So I ain't gonna even fool myself.
Yeah. All right, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this was definitely like a good subject to talk about, and it kind of like exceeded my expectations. None of y'all like stressed me out tonight, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's refreshing sometimes. Let me ask you this question to everybody, right? Whenever, like, when we're done with the live streams, can you guys, well, I should ask a question, a favor. Can you guys please, leave any feedback? Now, I know the feedback that we're getting like tonight, yes. Okay, Rookie? All right. The feedback tonight was definitely helpful. But please leave the feedback on the comments as well too. Sometimes I got that old memory, and trying to search around for like what did she said, what did he said, and all that. Like
that old man memory.
Yeah, man. That old man memory. One day, sorry, you're gonna have that old lady memory, but you're not there yet. you know. And Marcus, you look like you're kind of young.
I was
so.
born with an old lady memory.
No, stop the
Everybody
cap.
make sure to not make a comment and do not leave a comment for that.
If it's something that makes
respectfully,
look.
I have that memory for sure.
Respectfully, the only reason why I don't believe that, right? Because I feel like women remember everything. Y'all could go back to like 1996. Y'all could be like, yeah, remember like when you did this to me and you made me upset? All we have to do is make you upset and you're gonna remember that.
Remember when M3 said I had some, I'm getting up there for losing my memories?
I'm going to explain something. When you attach an emotion to the memory, it's easier, like it's obviously easier to bring that up and to bring the memory up because there is an emotion attached to the memory. But when there is nothing attached to the memory, you don't forget. It's just there somewhere. I'm telling you because I have that. A lot of people tell me you really don't remember this, and I reunited with my people from high school. I graduated in 2003, and we saw each other in 2020, early 2020, and it was like 12 of us. And they were saying, oh, do you remember this? And I was like quiet. And I'm not a quiet person, but I was just listening. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't remember. I really don't remember it. And it has happened multiple times. My sister, do you remember when my dad did this? And I'm like, I don't remember. I'm going to be honest. I had 2 really bad accidents. I don't know if it's because of the accidents. I have no idea, but there's a lot of things that I don't remember. I really have bad memory.
Right. Wait, I'm sorry. You said
I'll say this. Let me say this.
Wait, Mr. Best. I got one last question, right? You said you graduated high school at 2003?
Yeah.
So you skipped 2 grades then?
No, I didn't. Why? I see what you're saying. I never went to kindergarten or pre-K. I went straight to 1st grade. So they put me straight to 1st grade.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why.
Okay.
Well, listen, I'll say this. The reason why the women remember everything, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to you and 3 is because you have the ability to make the women mad. I don't know why, but you make them mad, dog. Yeah, you.
Are you hearing this?
Yeah. Now you know how it feels out M3.
I don't know why, but you got the ability to make them mad, man. I don't know what it is.
Well, they always come back, so obviously they, it's something that triggers them. That, well, actually, no. Let me scratch that real quick. It's not me that makes them mad. It's that they choose to be mad. I don't control no one's emotions.
No, you make them mad, dog.
Make it is a different thing.
Yeah, you make them mad, dog. and them 3 know like, I'm about to say this, man. I'm like, no, you shouldn't say that. I'm gonna say this anyway. I'm like, all right, well, here we go. I'm upset. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Say that again, Mr. Best. How'd you say it?
Oh. I'm like, look, man, you shouldn't say that. Man, I'm gonna say it anyway, man. Look, man, don't say that. I'm gonna say it anyway. This is what I'm gonna say. And then they be like, I'm upset. And I'm like, I knew this was gonna happen.
That's because you don't like getting that phone call, man. Hey, look. This what network man is for. Sometimes, right? The people in the panel is gonna say something that's gonna be offensive, and you just gotta hear the complaints. Like 1-800. I don't give a shit, but take the complaint to Mr. Best.
Not that I don't want to get the phone call. Ain't the fact that I don't want to get the phone call. It's the fact that, like, I know this person is not gonna listen, so I'm not gonna waste my time like telling them, like, oh, well, maybe you should do this, sister, and maybe the shit. Like, they're not gonna listen. Like, you know what I mean?
You said you should do this, sister. Come on, brother.
Yeah, they're not gonna listen. Like. They don't care, so I'm not gonna say anything. Like, I don't waste time. Like, if it's a conversation where I know I'm wasting time, like, I will not have that conversation. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a waste of time. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's gonna be a waste of time, and you know it too. You just like to piss them off so you can laugh.
Let me Let me make this clear, right now. Let me make this clear, right?
You couldn't hold his bearing at all.
At all.
Okay, look, I care about your feelings. Everybody's feelings.
No, you don't.
Okay?
I care to not care.
Yes, I do. Unless when I put this on, then that's a different story. But nevertheless,
you saying sunglasses control your emotions?
Hey, whatever. It's whatever you think, Mr. Best.
Put the shades on. Put your shades on.
Now, a lot of times I put the shades on because it gets bright up in here. Because I got the light beaming in my face and all that.
Yeah, that light is.
Who are you, Wesley Snipes and Blade?
I am wherever you say I am, sir.
Yo.
I could be Norris Chestnut, but hey.
DJ said no. I swear, why do you men love? Why y'all love doing that to each other? Like
This is called AKA toxic masculinity, OG. That's what they call it now.
No, he's
not toxic masculinity. AKA toxic masculinity. That's what he put. Barbershop time.
No, he knows when he's about to step into a landmine, man. He just be like, yo, I don't care. And I'm like, oh man. I'm like, man, please don't say that. No, man, no. I'm saying this, man. I'm saying this. Let me put my sunglasses on.
F that ish.
I mean, shouldn't we be real people, right?
Yeah, we gotta be real anyways, whether it be for the Almighty or not, right? Or for ourselves.
Like if you believe in some shit, right? And I mean, you don't always have to come out with something if it's gonna really offend somebody, right? If it's gonna ruin their day. But you should we have to let people know what reality is. So that's we have to do the job of letting people know what the reality is, because they all stuck in echo chambers on these little social media shits. You know what I'm saying? Nobody be saying what the fuck reality is. Everyone want to be politically correct, and then we end up in some bad situations. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you just need to be straight up with it. I don't think men should compete in women's sports, even if they say they're a woman. It is what it is, bro.
Hey, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Just is what it is. It's not fair.
I know.
But at this point though, the reason why I don't sometimes even delve down that lane is because at the end of the game, like I said, it's gonna be a waste of time, because they're gonna get so personally upset and getting their feelings, and they want to drag the conversation. I don't have time for that. I don't have energy for it.
So just don't deal with it. Just say what you gotta say, and then just
exactly.
Just ignore the motherfucker.
Well, Mr. Best, that's why you have me. Too. Well, Mr. Best, that's why you guys have me for. Okay? and keep in mind,
the big dog.
And just for the politically incorrect, right? The PICs, right? I'm talking about both men and women.
Yeah.
But you do it in a more respectful way.
Yeah, you gotta say that, because they're gonna say you're attacking women again. That's what they're gonna say. They love saying that.
I'm not attacking. Look, I have no interest to attack women. I love women.
You're attacking women. I'm like, no, we're not attacking the women. Why y'all keep saying that?
Yo, Mr. Best. This is how you gotta handle. This is how I like to handle it, right? You gotta look at it like this. When back in the day, when you was a kid, you know what I'm saying, and one of your boys, right? You'd be like, yo, let's just smoke this doink right here, bro. And he'd be like, nah, bro, we're gonna get in trouble. You would just be like, yo, shut up, pussy. And you would light the joint. You know what I mean? You just do what it is.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to, just kind of, disregard whatever the fuck they're throwing at you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you know that what you stand on is what is completely, it has to be right. You know what I mean? You might be wrong, but still.
Yeah, listen, once I tell you something once, that's it. After that, I'm not telling you no more. You know what I'm saying? That's a you problem after that. I would gladly ignore whatever else you're doing, or I would take a nap on you. You know what I'm saying? Real easy.
If it's a debate, that's a different story. You know what I mean? If you're actually trying to get to a solution, you know what I mean? If they're bringing up valid intellectual points and, you're coming back with yours, and, you know what I mean? There's a back and forth type of, trade-off. That's a different story.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, but a debate. It depends. It depends on Mike. It depends on the debate.
If you don't want to
On
debate, then you just say what you got to say, and then you just tell them, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to debate.
No,
you, but I really don't care.
it'll depend. It'll depend on the debate. It also depends on the person, because like I might be stuck in the matrix. Because sometimes,
hey guys, I'm going to close out in 5 minutes.
Debate,
yeah.
If you guys can hear me.
All right. Sometimes,
Good night.
sometimes when you debate,
good night.
You know what I mean? It's
I'm
going
not
to be.
leaving yet. Good.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
No, she's leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what
Anyway,
I'm saying? Sometimes when you debate, it all depends on the person. So, you know what I mean? Like, it depends on the person what they want to do. If the debate is actually going to be functional and is actually going to make sense, then I'll do it. If I find that this debate is not going to make any sense, and this person ain't going to listen to nothing I got to say, then I'm not debating you. Like, it's just a waste. Like, we just wasting time.
I'm bouncing.
Bro, I've got so many people that have tried to debate me over the time, and I've debated a lot of people, but now I've gotten to the point where like them same type of people keep coming around with the same bullshit, and it's like, yo, I've already dealt with you. Like we ain't got nothing to debate. Like what you know what I mean? What you want to talk about? Like you know what I mean?
Mike be like, Mike, I be in his room and when Mike be breaking it down, right? He literally like give you the answer. And it'll be certain people that don't understand. He'd be like, "Bro, I literally gave you the answer.
Like, I just provided it to you.
Yeah, like I'm done, bro. I'm done.
And then I'm just done. You know what I mean? That's how you got to just fucking done. Throw your hands up, bro, and you just say, "I forget about it."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, Queen, are you?
He said, "Forget about it, eh?"
Yeah, just forget about it, bro.
You know, a good constructive, healthy debate never hurt nobody. I actually love them. I like being a part of them, being in them, or being just watching other people go, because I like, getting both sides of the spectrum and say, okay, I agree with this and I agree with that, or I don't agree with this and I don't agree with that, based off of what philosophy, or is it a theory, or is it something factual, that's how my mind goes when you talk about good, healthy debating. It can be very analytical in how are you as a critical thinker. So, and that's the thing. If we could have that on in these spaces, will be great, right? But we choose to not make it that. We choose to make it like it literally is like a war thing, because it's like the men are saying a bunch of negative things about women and what women need to do, and women this and women that, and then the women will say, well, men are like this and men need to do this. But there's no coming together and having the healthy debate and having your talking points and say, okay, what are the solutions at the end of the day that I can see? And I would want men to ask that question to women, and women ask that question to men, and then they both give the brutally honest answer. And you got to be able to take that brutally honest answer. Because it starts with self-inventory first, right? So the things that men are complaining about and women are complaining about, it's like, okay, let's have the healthy debate and dialogue. And then at the end, say where improvements can be men say where improvements can be women, and then we can, then I can see it maybe coming to some resolution that way. But as long as it's men are this and men are that and men are this and yada yada, because you just want to have a talking point, and then it's women are this and women are that and women, and it's just a talking point and it's no solution. That's where I can't do it no more, because it's going nowhere. It's just it's a vicious cycle that just keeps going on and on and on, and it's not going nowhere, and there's no solutions.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
It does, OG Patrice. And that's why, we try to be more geared to solution based, try to be a channel that is more on the solution based side. I would just say, as more than just just talking out of thin air, or just run our mouth about something that we don't plan to really do. And I think that's pretty much key. That's the most important thing. I know we got 20 seconds left. So
13.
Queen fell asleep. Okay, you know, I don't have no.
I am not sleeping.
Well, I want to say, in case nobody have told you men today, that I appreciate you guys so much and what you bring to the YouTube space in a very positive way. I appreciate your knowledge. I appreciate the respect you have shown me, and I'm speaking for myself. I want to let you guys know that's on this platform, and this other guys too that I plan on reaching out to, but personally saying thank you for just always showing OG Patrice mad love and respect. The men that are on this platform has never disrespected me, and there's other men too that I would definitely want to say this to, because we're not saying the good things to each other enough, right? So I want to start that by saying that I appreciate you guys for that. I love you guys for that. And I appreciate for you always having mad love and respect for OG. And it is returned 100-fold to you guys. So thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
OG, we got to say, we definitely feel the same way as a team. We definitely love you. And I'm like DJ Eddie was saying, we definitely love you. I mean, we definitely support you, and we definitely look forward to doing some amazing things going forward as a you know, just as a team.
Well, and on that part, yeah.
Cheer,
you know
cheer.
I mean?
Much love, much love.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you, and we appreciate everybody here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and I got some more rounds that I'm gonna make with some guys, because it is some guys in this space that has truly, genuinely been respectful to me, and I want to let them know it is not sight unseen and unknown, and it is greatly appreciated. And in this space where we see a lot of disrespect, I think we need to show where respect is being given and respect is being due, and you guys deserve that from me, someone that has seen nothing but you always be respectful to me. So I appreciate that.
Oh, love is in the air tonight, y'all.
OG Patrice.
Love is in the air.
Y'all sound like Tommy, man. Come on, man.
What you talking about? Don't start crying. What?
I know you're not
Intercontinental.
Yeah, they sound like zombies. They was like,
I know you're
Yes, I do.
I was like,
wait. Go ahead, DJ. I know you was like, shout out to DJ, man.
For sure. Yo,
DJ,
Mike and Marcus came back, man. No, I was saying, I already said it. They heard me.
Okay. Well, look, everybody follow. I need you to follow, like, you know, the social medias. I know you guys already watch Now It's in Relationships, but please subscribe to DJ Eddie King. If you want to listen to some good quality beats, okay, go ahead and follow. Sorry, I keep saying follow. Subscribe to the Intellectual Soapbox, right? If you want to learn how to get smart, all right?
Yeah.
Don't be condescending.
I won't be saying all that. I'm all right.
Let him put some soap. Let him hit you with the soap bar. All right.
Soap bar. Soap bar.
Look. Be easy said. Let Mr. Best in the World channel his intellectual spirit animal, right? His inner spirit animal. So if you want to get the inner spirit animal, the B-side album, go ahead and subscribe to. Keep saying follow. Subscribe to Intellectual Soapbox.
And also follow this man right here, Mike.
Yeah,
man, where the
right
rabbit
here,
hole
Mike
goes.
Where the rabbit hole ends.
Where the rabbit hole ends.
Shout out to the Silencios. Shout out to the Silencios.
Rabbit hole ends.
We can't forget about Mimsy, man.
You know,
subscribe
to Mimsy.
Ain't nobody gonna forget about Mimsy. Now Mimsy limbs. Well, she now is scriptures and chills, but.
Mike and Marcus, hang back, man. When y'all hang back after the show, man. You and Marcus.
Respectfully,
yeah,
no.
You already know, bro. I come here for the
respectfully, no.
Now, hold on. Down here below me, right? Okay, you gotta follow Wealth Talk Productions.
Yeah,
Mr.
Wally. What's up, brother?
Okay.
Wally been quiet for a minute.
Well-
Wally, you still there?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, he's still there.
I've been
Okay.
here. I just
Because he was being respectful.
But yeah, my channel's going through a reboot.
Okay. Because because I was gonna ask, because I haven't seen you upload anything, but that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, I'll be going through the reboot.
But when you finish with the reboot, man, check out the reboot, okay? You know, not all, anyways. Queen is under contract, of knowledge and relationships, so she ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
Don't play yourself. I'm under nobody's contract. I don't see no.
You better talk to Mr. Best though. You sure
I
read the
give you
fine
my
print?
2-week notice like I give anybody else. You don't even get a 2-week notice. You get a 2-second,
Oh my
2-second
God.
notice. I'm out.
That's
my notice.
Queen, did you say a 2-second notice?
2-second notice.
See, M3, you done got her started, man.
Block.
See that?
That's
That's what he does, though.
He likes messing with me because he already knows.
She chose
That's okay.
to act this way.
That's okay. Technicolor rainbow over there. What you
Bro,
doing?
he resurrected
In
her
the
from
dark.
the
You
dead,
need to
bro.
put on regular lights.
Change your name
That's why
to
you can't see.
change your name to T3 for Trigger.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
God
That happens to him all the time.
Yeah, I
Bro,
guess
he's
I
a
guess
T3000.
I guess you burnt your silencio because you ain't
He's a
calling nobody
Terminator.
down.
Like M3, he always says something about the women. We're so tired of talking about women. What about him?
I am the Trigonator. They call me the T3000.
Y'all
You know
so
what I
silly.
mean, man?
Y'all silly.
Anyway, so
Why you got Christmas lights behind you? Are those Christmas lights?
Processing unit.
Is that bubble gum on the wall? What you got back
It is the galaxy, all right? Welcome to my world, the galaxy.
That is not the galaxy.
Thank you for tuning in.
The galaxy of Bubba Delicious?
Okay, respect, people. Respect. Okay, everybody, yeah. So anyways, thank you for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. You know what to do. Like us, give us, forget it, man. Y'all already know the deal, man.
Are you? Okay. Oh, my bad.
His light. He needs to turn on his real light. Did you pay your PG&E bill? You need some money?
No, you know what? No, I don't need your money, all right?
I'm going to cash app you. I got you. I got you, homie.
M3, take the money. M3, take the money.
But come on, man. Have y'all broken this live stream anyways, though? So, anyways.
Ooh, he dissing y'all.
Who broke? I ain't broke.
He talking about himself. That's why he ain't got no lights.
Okay.
Oh.
You know,
he got
all
them
right.
glow lights.
What
He got
happened
them
to
glow
respect?
sticks.
What happened to
He got them glow sticks from Walmart.
You shouldn't have said that contract coming, man. That was
Trigger Mario strikes again, man.
He got them glow sticks.
Hey, Marcus, you got to change your name to that. Trigger Marcus.
Marcus or DeMar? No, Dub Marcus.
So you got a question for me or what?
No, man.
No, questions are over. What are you talking about? It's over.
You prolonging the live stream.
Don't bother me.
Hey, security, man, get her out of here.
knowledge and relationships.